sources of tachyon interference 100,000 kilometers to port.
You're in time for the show, people. Let's rock! Good timing. Welcome, everybody, to STFC Briefings. Thank you for the raid, Dr. Iron Chef. You didn't have to. Very kind of you to do so. We got loads of people following, loads of things to catch up on, and loads of things. Sydney Orison with a 30. Did I even stream that many times? Oh, 3. Thank God, 3. I don't want Dr. Iron Chef to have a heart attack. I've actually streamed more than what he said. Great plan there, Kevin. Ballyboot, thank you for the follow. Hype Train is at level... well, wow, we're about to reach level 5. 6 subs to go. Thank you very much, Ballyboot, for Beach Whale for your gifted. Simon Says for your gifted. Omega J with your bit. Jim P.I. with your bit. 7 of 7 of 7 of 7 of 7 of 7 of all the other 7 for the bibs. Lost in resubscribed. Just thought I'd confirm he resubscribed. So for a moment he was unsubscribed. Now he's resubscribed. So we've won Lost in back in here. And thanks for everybody. Yes, the reason the video is long, Ascendancy, is I was doing fluffer time, and I'd rather not do fluffer time and play music and actually show you something that's got a story. You saw Tibbs advertising.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, how you doing? We saw Tibbs advertising the fantastic windbreaker, which will be purchased today by Ultravetica. Ultra, I love having you here, buddy. Are you about to buy an STFC Briefings windbreaker? Did I hear the rumors correctly?
Correctly? Wouldn't that be a bold strategy?
It would be a bold strategy there, Ultra. Ultravetica, ladies and gentlemen, is here. Lighting, Tax for Scorpio, thank you so much. You've gifted 5. Jesus, absolute insanity. I know when Ultra gets on the stage, excitement gets high. Make sure you save it for his stream as well, because I want to make sure this guy hits 75 and above, which is fine. Discord echo. Okay, no problem. Let's fix the Discord echo, which is... there was an update on this system. Let's have a look. Nothing on my side should be that bad. Auto-tune quality to... Didn't want to say that. Yeah, okay. Let me... people on Discord, while you're on Twitch, I'll try and rift throughout all this. We're going to talk Alliance tournaments today. I'm resetting stuff on the Discord, so you're going to lose audio for a second. As we talk... You
just made the list!
The Alliance tournament today, it's going to be a lot of stuff that we need to figure out of what's going on. So as I do these resets, I've got some updates for some people regarding these things. Discord, are you hearing an echo of yourselves? Ultra, could you hear an echo of yourself when you speak, sir?
Yes, I can.
Interesting. Okay. Try now. I actually can't hear you.
Hello there.
Just give me a second. And try one more time now. Interesting. So I need to tidy up something here. Let me have a look at the Discord audio. Give me a second, people, while we do this and sort this out. MJ Hat, do me a favor and speak throughout all this, and I will just change a few settings around.
Mic check 1, 2.
Can you hear yourself?
What's going on, guys? I can hear myself, yeah.
You can. You can hear
Yes,
yourself.
sir.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Let's have a look.
Yeah, MJ, you've got an echo.
Okay, and you speak to me?
And so do I.
And speak to me again? Let's try again.
Little one's doing well, OJ. Thank you.
And can you confirm whether you can hear yourself or not?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Okay. What
Sniper says what?
It's more delayed now, though.
More delayed.
Well, seems
Wow,
fine to me.
Beach Whale, your sound is
Oh,
horrendous.
Beach, you still have that background noise?
Yeah, that's a killer.
I got it. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Testing, testing.
You're good now.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry,
seems
guys.
pretty good.
Sniper says what?
Is that back and working
What?
now?
What?
Sniper.
Confirm for me, people. I've just
Yeah,
lost.
thank you, Nigel. You fixed it.
Yeah, great.
I don't know what you did, but you fixed it.
All I did is switched it off and switched it back on. Thank you very
If
much,
we don't know
people.
what he did he really fix it?
No, I didn't fix
Something
anything.
changed.
Beach Whale,
What
I
about now? Do I
can't.
sound better?
Dude, we can't.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Beach
No.
Well, make sure your Discord is set to NVIDIA Broadcast.
Okay. Retro Fury says
For
is
your input device.
worse. Interesting.
It sounds like Beach Whale is sitting in a room that's in a room that's
Yeah.
surrounded by echoes.
Give me
Well,
2
you're making a
seconds.
straight jacket.
You guys can't hear me.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got it. You got it now.
No, I had it set beforehand because I was making sure, and I had heard the fans too, and I was like, I don't even have a fan running in this room. What the heck is that? But
1,
yeah,
2.
it had switched itself automatically.
What is
Nigel, you
happening?
just turned it back on, I think.
Yeah, I've got a problem
Yep.
because some people saying they can't hear me in
Now
this.
we can't hear you.
Let me have a look.
Technical difficulties, people, please stand by.
Let me see. This means you should hear me, and again,
Yes,
and then hopefully you don't hear it.
1, 2, 1, 2.
sounds great.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we're good now.
All I did was turn things up and down. MJ's is quiet, no problem. I can turn that up from my side. Okay, let's get back to business. We've got Alliance tournaments coming up. What we want to sit or crouch or run. MJ's volume's low. They muted new. No rage starve. Don't worry about it. Everything should be back up to normal. I just turned things off and back on again. That's literally all I did. I didn't change any settings. Thank you very much for everybody joining me. Sorry if it's bad for you in Discord. I do apologize. Let's just get through it if we can. It's a scopely topic. You're not supposed to fix it. Alliance tournaments. So, I'm going to start with you, Sniper. Sniper. When you saw... Thank you very much, Broken Wolf, for that. We're about to lose the hype train at 8 seconds. I know that I've disrupted the stream, so it's all good now. Absolutely understand. So, well, bloody hell, Lustin. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for keeping it going. I love you, Lustin. Honestly, you're like the grandfather I've always wanted. Thank you, Lustin. Sniper, you heard the Alliance Tournament's re-rolls. What did that give you? What's your first thought without it? And I'm going to give you slightly more information of potentially what it could go to.
Well, I hope you will give us more information on Scopely did because that blog did not give very much. So here's my thought on Alliance tournaments and on Scopely's general decision making / communication, right?
Yes.
And I do give them kind of kudos for giving heads up communication because they struggle with that sometimes, but the level of communication in what it is about and what it's for, it's still not quite good enough in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And specifically, I think because given the state of the game, where we all know, there's challenges, right? We have bugs, we have other issues going on, and Alliance tournaments is one of those things that hasn't been updated in a while, right?
Yeah.
We have a lot of people, especially high level players, because I know we have other levels on the stream now, but I'll speak for the high level players for now. We've tapped out a lot of the rewards in alliance tournaments. Most big alliances have tapped out of Emerald Chain, right? So most of the things that are benefiting uh, higher level players in the alliance tournaments are not there. And you recall that we had this short time in, like, I think it was the Christmas AT store and a little bit after that where we had some good G7 stuff in there temporarily, or at least okay stuff. And that was taken out because they said, oh, okay, this is just temporary. So I think the Alliance tournaments has needed a refresh for a while. But this was not the refresh we were expecting. So when I see this, I'm just thinking, okay, we're taking an aspect of Alliance tournaments that really wasn't a problem, or to the degree it was a problem, there was better, different ways to handle it. Like the reroll thing, I thought, and several people have suggested, we should just get rid of rerolls as a concept altogether, right? And just make alliance tournaments run smoother and less buggy by not having to reroll, right? And just show us all the tasks at once.
Yeah.
So the fact that they gave us this as the thing with the current state of the game, saying, okay, we're gonna take away all these credits. Yeah, you'll be able to convert them probably at a slow drip and at a bad conversion rate and with cooldowns and every other thing, right? Because we know what to expect already, right? We've been down this road. So my thought is, hey, if you're gonna announce something like that, why not announce it as part of a complete AT refresh? Like, hey, we're refreshing AT, we're adding all these great new primes and other rewards in there. We're adding back the G7 stuff. We're giving you all these new great tasks. Oh, and by the way, we're also changing how the rerolls work. Like, like almost like you say, how they used to say like a compliment sandwich. You put a good thing and a bad thing and a good thing. So like if they kind of like just put it as a list of, hey, we're doing a complete refresh of the thing, and by the way, we're as part of that refresh, we're changing how the tokens work. But we're going to give you opportunity to convert them. But all they like is, hey, we know you wanted these 500 improvements to AT, or at worst case, just leave it how it is and run it. But we're going to take the part that didn't need to be fixed, and we're going to make it worse, or at least what players will perceive as worse. We still need to obviously see what it turns out to ultimately be. But, if I'm using my first perception of it, I'm going to say I don't see how it's going to get better.
But you see this,
not by this change.
But the thing is, I want leadership to understand that that's the first perception people get, and you haven't given them more info. They're stuck in a rock and a hard place. 30 seconds left in the hype train, by the way. You don't have to, but it's just there. The rock and a hard place, because they don't want to tell us a lot because they want it to be a surprise, but they'll tell us enough that you need to spend all your credits before then. Also, why change something of a reroll token? Like, why is that become
It has a
the
great
thing
plan.
to go to?
Ewan,
Yes, I know.
as soon as the match bell rings,
Yes,
ding,
I know.
ding, ding, yes.
Yes.
You will punch Corey straight in the groin.
Well, that, groin. Thanks, you and Dominus Prime. Absolutely love you for that one. Like Viol says, is this change for, we'll start next arc, not next month, because the next arc is obviously now within this month, if you get what I mean. So, which is absolutely incredible. So it's, we will have a conversion to remove the rerolls from only, remove rerolls from 10k. No, that's not true. All the tasks are still going to be there. And also, we have emphasized to them that all the events and all the tasks you have are great. You add to them, yes. Do not remove anything that is unnecessary, because you've still got lower players who are going to be moving up the ranks and want to kill some hostiles, want to do some swarms, want to do some bits. And, I'd love to hear from MJ. MJ, what are your thoughts as a G6 now when you first heard about it?
Okay, so I talked about this a little bit last night when we were just hanging out on Twitch. But there was, when the blog post came out, my first thing is, well, okay, it's really easy for a lot of us people in G6, G7 to go through and do 10k tasks every time. It has gotten stale. I can see why they'd want to change the challenge.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
I
get it. I get the conversion rate not being 1-to-1 too.
Wow, Beach Swell with
So-
1,000 bits. Thank you so much. No, I get the conversion. The thing is, why not just change the tasks, add, why not change the tasks and not add like a reroll token refresh?
Because-
That's where the confusion comes in. Like, why are you adding a different currency for a reroll when that thing just works? Just, whatever you're updating.
The
Yeah.
logic.
Yeah.
The logic to me, it makes sense that how many reroll tokens are you folks sitting on right now? Me personally, I've got 500,000. I know
Wow.
there was somebody in my stream last night that has 1 million.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see it. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't like it,
Yeah.
but it makes sense.
But also, just so people all start at 0 with the refresh of rerolls. That's what you're getting to, basically. So that'll be the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So hopefully, to do that. The thing you guys need to be aware of, thanks you for the hype train, by the way, people. Thanks for everyone that done that and donations. The thing you need to be aware of that they are not removing any tasks. All they're doing is probably adding to it and doing stuff. Because in the roadmap, they wanted to make alliances part of this thing. But I didn't suspect that they would do the reroll refresh because I guess they just want you to struggle to reroll at the beginning, find a way to get to do it. Maybe that, let's hear from one of our new guests on the panel. Retro Fury, you saw that Alliance Tournament's task. What were your thoughts instantly? The new
That it was going to impact, that it was going to impact what the winning results would be.
Okay.
Because we win refresh tokens now when you do a 10K tax. I'm not using the right words. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
So it's part of what you get with a 10K task.
Yeah.
So that means that they're going to change what you get.
Yeah.
And that was what I was not sure of how that would impact me. Like how little rerolls are we going to get from doing 10K now? Because they obviously don't want us to end up with 500,000 sitting there.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, how is this going to impact me enjoying alliance tournaments?
Yeah, true. And also, does that mean they're changing the currency to whatever they're going to change the currency to? They're going to have a re-roll on it, which is very interesting. You might get more of that old currency. Of the new currency. You might get, whatever.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But I would think that we wouldn't get more because they obviously think we're getting too much now since they're changing it. That's just my train of thought. So it was going to change how Alliance tournaments is. And the really only way to get the Alliance involved is to reroll for other people.
Yes.
Because most of the tasks you have to do on your own. So then how much can you help your Alliance again? Because it's basically starting over.
It is, but the starting over is only for the re-rolls, so that's going to be a pain. That's going to be a pain for a bit. We'll get a drip,
not like,
I assume.
Right, it's not sending you back on the Emerald Chain or anything like that.
No, God, no. Can you imagine that? Jesus Christ. I would have thought as well, I'm guessing, completely guessing, that if you're refreshing Alliance tournaments, you're obviously going to add more stuff in the Emerald Chain. Like, you're not just going to refresh it and not add stuff. And they're going to add stuff into the store. And there are loads of things that have been asked in the store. We need to use Alliance tournaments as a way for a lot of the mid and, maybe even, lower upper ops, as I call them, to try and catch up on things. It's interesting to see how a G6 players went, well, yeah, they're getting easy. A G7 player saying, wait a minute, what's going on now? Where are they going to catch me? What's happening? And that's the reactions you get between those two divisions. Ultra Vetica, you've got 65 accounts, as if I remember. And in one of the 65, one of them is low, one of them's in the middle. Ultra, when you saw the Alliance Tournament's announcement, did you just go, oh, great, they're resetting things? Like, Crisito brought up a point as you come up and answer this. Crisito says, well, the thing is, it's supposed to be a competition, and the fact that we have a larger stash, they don't want it to make it easy. Same reason we got Sigma, so reset. So, Ultra, do you think this is like a reset so that we're all yet again starting? And it might be a good thing. Do you not think, Ultra Vetica?
If it is going to be a change in some way, it's something I'm looking forward to. I find tournaments stale.
Okay.
And I will sit there doing the re-rolls to, everyone hoards stuff, or a lot of people hoard stuff, and you just click it on re-rolls to get the one that you need for the stuff that you've hoarded.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly fun, but it's a rhythm that I think a lot of players have gotten into. And I don't mind a bit of a refresh or a rethink or a rebrand or a re-whatever, just to make it a bit more interesting.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And also, Reduku, the community have noticed this much very disengaged. I'm telling you, next month you will be very, very engaged. Like very Sigma refresh tokens. Don't listen to Lost In. Lost In is the official clown of STFC briefings. We are going to give him a credit of just official clown. Don't listen to him. The thing you guys need to be aware is I like that they've announced they're going to do this because it means this in my head. I may be completely wrong, but this is what I believe. I believe there'll be new stuff in the store because if you're going to do a refresh, you can't do a refresh and add one thing. I believe they'll probably tidy up the UI, which desperately needs a tidy up. There's loads of ideas. Like Ultravetica's come up with one and sent it in behind the scenes. That's world class. If they do anything like that, that would be a massive win. Ultra's done a great idea and drafted it for them and showed them. So huge kudos to Ultra for that. The main thing is, Cruzito says that this is just it, Nigel. AT is not supposed to be a catch up. We see it as such, but it really has become a junk drawer. Yes, but Cruzito, for the lowers, like in my alliance, right? We've got people that are 72, but also we have people that are like 45, 41, 44, and they need this. So us doing well helps them. They can do some tasks and do that. Hopefully, they'll make tasks that involve mining. And Retro Fury's right. How many people have made accidental store purchases? Hopefully they'll fix those specific things. 40 here, Lady Command. You go and you've got an amazing level, right? You at level 40, you do alliance tournaments, and all you want is your alliance to do well so you can gain, right? In joining up to these things. I believe they're going to add great stuff. And I'm hoping the list that they've collected from the private server, from the official server, and from all the suggestion channels, and from the surveys, that they're going to add quite a substantial list of things. And they're going to tidy up everything. Remember how we wanted folders. We want people to not split up. Unkade, that's the... Dave, I'm calling you Dave. Thank you for following. Shockwave, thoughts?
So yesterday I had some pretty strong thoughts about this and in private Discord, and I think 24 hours or so after they've announced this, I still have those strong thoughts.
Oh, good. Okay.
The other day we were in here talking about how many currencies we have in the game, and now here we are. They're adding another one that nobody asked for. And I'm always just by who I am and the things I try to advocate for, I'm always going to have a problem when somebody changes something because of their own design flaw and their own design oversight. Their system was created to keep those reroll tokens coming in. And just on the face of this, when have we ever seen them change something that is not directly tied to some sort of monetization? So they have never. I mean, to be fair and to be honest, I don't think anybody's out there spending $99.99 to buy 24,000 rerolls. I don't think that's actually happening. Now I do know that there are a lot of people out there with a lot of money, but I can't imagine that's one of the things that they're buying.
Yeah.
And because of that, I have a hard time imagining that they're gonna be able to monetize this new way of doing it. And maybe I'm way off of base, possibly, but I don't think I'm too far off when it comes to their history of what we've seen them do, especially in the recent months where they're trying to monetize stuff that just shouldn't be monetized. Like, for example, we've all sat up here on this stage and said that we didn't, the sphere, the only reason many of us bought the sphere was so that we could use the elite Maverick credits. Okay.
Yeah.
Now they're selling the tier 4 sphere upgrade, which is great.
Yes.
But they're also tying that to the recruit officer event,
of course,
where there's kind of a steep scoring tab with that now. So they're trying to move those units. Once again, we're seeing more monetization and a new way of monetizing. And so I really think that that's what this is going to be.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just not necessary that they try to monetize the one thing, the one event each month where people can look at it and say, hey, I can actually go in here. I can actually do something. I can help my alliance. I can help myself.
Yes.
To get some reward. And even though us in the G7 level, our what we can pick out of those stores has reduced.
It has, but
It's not all
also
about us.
yeah, but also
It's not all about us. It's about our
interestingly,
players.
Osuwu 2711. Hopefully, it's not the 27th of December that he's born on. He says, "I'm Ops 42, and all the tasks I completed were 10k tasks because I had enough rerolls." And Ops 42, Shockwave. And Ops 42 can do it. That means a refresh is probably required. Oh, Brian, thank you for subscribing with your Prime. Thank you so much for giving that. What do you think, Quazel? It shows they need to do a refresh. So there probably are... Right, okay, let's restart everything again is probably what they do.
The thing is, we can't talk about it until we see it.
Of course.
They talk about an exchange rate. Will it be a good one? Will it be a bad one? I mean... And
will there be a
unless
cooldown?
I see what's going to happen, will there be a cooldown? Exactly. Will there be, I don't know, Emerald Chain extension, and everybody will, wow, that's great, and we'll love that. Because if they continue the Emerald Chain path, I'm all for it. Will all the old stuff maybe move down to lower ranks? Then people will be happy because more people can get it. And the currency stuff, it's an age-old discussion. At least they have considered an exchange. That's one of the first times, or very few times they did that. And I hope they follow through, and then their communication is correct. Because lately they have rolled back communications and then rolled back on the rollback. So it's like I'm a little bit... I had a little rant on Iron Chef's stream about some of that. So
No, but the thing is, Quazel,
shutting up now.
the thing is, Quazel, I'm looking at it in a positive light because I actually think getting a complete restart is a great thing, and I think that will kind of kick things off in a good way, right? We all restart, but at least the levels are not changing. I'm hoping that they'll move all the stuff from master all the way down. Do you know what I mean? Just so everyone can access it, and whatever's news coming in will be great sourcing paths for loads of things that we've been looking for in the game. The Godsend, the Echo Papa. The reason I'm doing this stream is I want them to hear what people want in the store. People want the Godsend. People want the Echo Papa. People want, Sigma, Sigma Trit, Sigma that. All the old primes have all got to be in there. And if you can do that, Scopes, and with your team, with your leadership, watch it go. Remember last time we suggested Zephyrin Cochrane? What happened?
Yeah.
He appeared, right? We told them about we told them about the Vengeance is Mine event. It appeared. We did it in the after show where we were talking about...
I wish you would have told us about that earlier.
Yeah,
but you got that information.
No,
and
I told
got
everybody
it because
here.
I know somebody.
Yeah, but you were asleep, Quazel. This is what happens when you sleep, sadly.
Yeah. No, I read it in somebody sent it to me, but why wasn't it an official announcement? Just a sneaky update for the broader community, like stuff that not like it's great. It's a superb change, a change that was deeply needed.
Yes.
But why don't take the win? Why don't tell people before we see it? Because people spend on Tuesday that stuff. I have some people measuring me. What's that for bullshit I spent now on Tuesday? It's like they don't think about that. We have a community, part of the community, that plans a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's very annoying, if not even you can plan for a week or something like that.
Yeah, but also they made the change on Thursday. Yes, a Sniper, what would you like to say, buddy?
No, I was just saying that, this goes back to my thing on communication, right? It's like, if they truly are going to plan to do all these things that you're talking about, and I really hope they are, right? And doing like a complete refresh, like that blog did not communicate any of that, right? And I'm not saying they need to go into like great detail, but they're just shooting themselves in the foot with a communication like that. Like, hey, let's tell you about the thing that almost anybody who should understand the community would understand it's going to be poorly received, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
let's tell you about just the poorly received thing. But like, if that blog had come out and said, hey, we're going to be refreshing Alliance tournaments and putting in all this stuff that players have been asking for, like even if they don't give you one single detail of what those things are, just, hey, we've got a lot of feedback about things that can be improved in Alliance tournament. We spent a lot of time and we're going to come out with this brand new refresh Alliance tournament, which is going to also include refresh tokens or whatever. But like that would have been so much more well received
Oh, yeah.
than
Yeah,
what
but
this blog is, right? And then we'd be excited about talking about here. Ooh, what things did it get add? Is it
And to
gonna
be
be
fair,
new
too, what
rewards? Is it
Sniper's
gonna be
saying
this
is
thing?
Yeah. Go on, Shockwave.
what Sniper's saying is right. I mean, they've been communicating well lately,
Yeah.
but they haven't been getting the point in those communications across. You know, I think back not only to this, but also to the Borg Sphere post. You know, where a lot of people remember the day that the patch notes dropped for this new arc.
Yeah.
A lot of people were reading it the same way I read it.
Hey, Ice
Was
Wolf.
that, you know, the higher tier sphere is what was going to be needed to knock out some of these milestones, and lo and behold, it's just that it just means that you have to get your sphere to a certain level in order to be able to get to those elite Maverick credits and keep on that extra progression in the Maverick faction store. So it was just terribly worded in there in those patch notes. So, you know, it's not so much the communication. I actually give them an A+ lately on trying to communicate with us,
Yep.
but it's just how they are wording those posts needs a great deal of work, because their point is getting lost in it, and it's becoming a theme where they're telling us, you know, they're sending out a communication, which is great, but we're reading it and like, what the hell are they trying to actually tell us?
Oh yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
agree, and it's things like that that sort of confuse everyone, because Sniper's right. If they released sort of a statement that says, hey, by the way, guys, we're going to do reroll refresh. There's an update coming up on 90 for Alliance tournaments. There's going to be loads of brand new stuff added into it and a complete refresh, but the tokens are going to be changed. So yeah, we'll create an exchange. It's not going to be 1-to-1, but it's okay. You don't need to worry about it too much. Something like that, and that communication aspect is a win. Vengeance is Mine event. They should have told people that they've done it. I mean, obviously, in the private server, we got an announcement, but in the public server, I don't think I saw one. And in game, it
No,
only just
nothing.
appeared, which is what CJ Pecker showed me earlier. Which thank you very much for showing that. Joe Work says Alliance Tournament is one of my few events that is pretty universally popular. It really bothers me that instead of events that run with greater frequency to reflect the current generation, the thing they choose to focus on was sticking to the players yet again by introducing yet another barrier. Now, it's not a barrier, Joe Work. I think, Joe Berg, I think it's going to be like a refresh of refresh tokens, excuse the pun, so that people can start again and start these refresh of these tasks, which I assume will add new tasks, whatever they are. They might even add tasks with more points. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? Like maybe 10K is not the highest. Maybe there are special tasks. Also, is the Alliance Tournament Store tokens going to be the same? It sounds like they didn't announce that, so I would have thought they are.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe we get two currencies for new stuff and for old stuff.
Maybe.
There's so many options they could go,
Yeah.
but I understand that they don't tell us details before the next run of the Alliance tournament, because people now might say, okay, if I know what's coming, maybe I don't spend on this tournament. So they give you kind of the chance to use real tokens or to gamble on the exchange, but I get them not telling us too much, because and think about it, it's 4 more weeks until the relaunch, so they might not even know exactly what's going to happen, because we have seen changes within days from test server to live. So they might be in the process of figuring out what to put in there and now listening to our feedback. So then if they then tell us, oh, this will be in there, and then Billy from accounting says, oh, we can't do that, or whoever decides stuff like that, then we will be complaining, but you told us it will be in there. So I don't envy them.
No,
but still, they could do better.
But also, let me answer this in the chat, because this is quite important. Lady Command, incorrect. Jump into ! Discord. Jump into our Discord. We have a bugs channel. I report everything that's in there. Just go in there, and I promise I'll report anything you do. Because Lady Command says it's always been, if whales send in complaint ideas and notes and glitches, they get attended to. If free-to-play send them in the same time to be bombarded with tickets for monthlies years before something is done. That's just how it's done. James centered towards whales, the things that help rest while take a while actually might be enticing to higher levels by adjusting to lower. I promise you we will adjust to lower. We've been pushing them as moderators in the private server and in public, with Arsenic, who's doing a great job in Official, and me in the private server, that we're working on getting the free-to-play bugs notes in. So do DM Arsenic, or come into the Discord, Lady Command, and we'll do it. Same with you, Dark Clown as well. You know, I mean, like when you get a chance, please come and join us in there, and we will do what we can to do it. And we've helped loads of people, and the aim is to make them understand the balances. Sometimes we have to tell them that the customer support setup is not as, you know, as efficient as they want it to be, and it's good that we give them the feedback. And this is important to sort of. I'm telling you guys, do come to me. It's a nay bother to me. I want you to come in, put it in the bug channel. I look at every single one, and the first thing I do, this is the one for CS, which is usually in the morning European time. This is one for the CMs, which is usually afternoon in the US time. And Rip Noise, before you jump in, Sniper says, I'm relatively new to this game, but not new to mobile games in general. I see a very strong community in this game. So why aren't we pressurizing Scopely more by, for example, review bombing the game or calling as many possible to stop the spending? Now, Rip Noise, this is where, you know, official CCs like Quasel, Ultra Vetica on the stage, NetNiv, who I see in there as well, who's official. Those people will get it done. Same thing here with the mods. My aim is always to get everyone's feedback in and hit them with the right feedback so the changes can be made. You hit them too aggressively one way, it doesn't achieve anything. You need to do it in a way that's constructive. And Lady Command says, yes, have had higher level where send them in and ideas beginning. That's what gets needed done. Exactly, Lady Command. And I'm offering you that. DM me or show me. The ship repair bug.
And don't forget
the ship repair bug, Dark Clown. Sorry, Quasel. The ship repair bug absolutely annoys the living hell out of me. I've been sending them videos and videos and videos about it. And I found the problem today. For the first time. It took me a while to replicate it. It's when you have 3 or 4 ships that you have to do that. It's 3 or 4 ships and you repair one. It's where it's going with. Chronox says it could be that they just don't know all the details themselves, so they keep it vague. I wonder if this happens with ARCs 2 weeks before launch, which he could be right about. And he's an official CC. Honestly, he's not, it's Tech 1 goes, this is not a win because now everyone's upset about currencies they're being collecting made worthless. They need to give full details, not just dry. But the thing is, Tech 1, they may not know it. And Chronox brings a good point. He's like, even though he agrees with it, he says more time to develop, which gives them time to make changes in those 2 weeks. Which is why we do shows like this, so that they can hear from the players, this is what I'd love to see in the game. By voice, with passion, with drive, which is why I invite everyone on the stage. That's the important thing. Like even with Clown, which he says, I just want the repair bug to be fixed. Thank you. You said it. I announced it. It's there, and it'll be in the chat on Twitch as well. And it's something that I obviously show to them, and they watch back as well. Sorry, because there's loads of people going on, and we'll bring Ultra after this one as well, and Retro Fury. Sniper, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. And I just keep it real quick because I know there's many others to talk, but I just wanted to comment on, what Quasel was saying. And I think there's, at least in my opinion, a little bit of disconnect or confusion because, like, I understand they don't want to or can't give full details, right?
Yes.
Because to your point, like, they could make last minute changes, right? Like, and a lot of times they do. They change things right up until launch, right? I'm not saying that they need to provide every single detail, like down to, hey, we're going to be this percentage of this, and this is going to be this currency for this. Like, but what we've run into a lot is they launch something, we don't like it, we provide feedback, and we get back things like, oh, this is working as intended, right? And I think that is what isn't coming across in this blog or in this type of communication.
Yes.
And what I think we need is, hey, what is the intention, right? Tell me the intention. And then when you launch it, I'll tell you if you met that intention, right? I'll tell you if I feel like you met that intention. So, for instance, if the intention is, hey, there's too much currency for rerolls, it's making the thing too easy. We want to make the Alliance tournament harder or more challenging, if you want to use that word.
Yes.
But at the same time, much more rewarding. So we're going to put in these like much bigger, better rewards. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but they're bigger, better, cooler, more desirable, newer rewards. But they're also going to make it a bit harder because, we're going to start with a new reroll currency that you can have to re-earn and, maybe even like slightly harder tasks. So our intention is to make it harder but more rewarding. Like, then I know what your intention is. Then I can talk about that. Is it good intention, bad intention? Then when it launches, I could say, hey, is what you launch seeming to actually meet that intention. But
Yeah.
what we get instead is something like this where it's like I don't know what the intention is of these
Yes.
credits, so I have to surmise what the intention is, and of course I'm going to surmise, hey, it's just another blatant money grab, right?
Yeah.
And so that's my natural summation of it. So that's where we're at. So that's all I wanted to say is like I think they should consider putting a little bit more of what they want the community to think about and get out of it. Like, what are they intending for it? Are they intending to make it more difficult? Are they intending to make it more accessible? Are they
Yeah.
intending to focus more on high level players, low level players? Are they intending to make it more alliances working together? Like, tell me what your intention is, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I absolutely agree with you. And welcome. I see you guys. Paramount is here. Thank you very much for joining us as well, which is good. Sammy the Stitch says, Sammy Stitch. I always say Sammy the Stitch. I don't know why I'd call that. Sammy Stitch says, if they're going to change the credits, they should at least leave the store open longer so people can focus on reward. Now, they didn't say they're going to change credits, just re-rolls. This is all speculation. Oh my God, I get this wrong. NetNiv's going to have to correct me. Sir Dan says, I'm at Op 67 and pure free to play. Sent in so many tickets over time with a few being answered and sorted within 24 hours. In my opinion, it depends on how big the problem is, if it's known or well known. Yeah, agreed. It's the problem usually. If it's a quick problem, they can sort it out quick. If not, there's things that the CS can't do. Ultra, now you see like these things coming in, Ultravetica. I feel like we have I'm going to look at it in a positive outlook of like, we're getting a refresh. So let's say we restart, hopefully not restart leagues because that would be annoying. And Crisito was right. He said on Discord and on Twitch, I did see it, Crisito, I had it marked up. The announcement was merely to tell us to get rid of our reroll currency. So we're not caught off guard in the 4 weeks, which is why we expect to see what's coming with 4 weeks with all the new changes. And I hope the changes will be good. We would love to have a list of things. Ultravetica, what is, for you, what would be additional in the Alliance Tournament store that makes you go, do you know what? I do it because the following is finally sourced. These things. What do you think?
That's a good question. I find that difficult to answer because I'm not free to play, but I don't, throw a lot of money around. But I'd like to think that some of the things that perhaps aren't getting as much traction as they were, things that maybe a lot of people now have got, but now it's just down to the few that don't have it. Those kind of things in the store. Obviously your big new fancy things, yeah, we kind of still want to make, bank some money. I'm like,
Yes.
they're a business. They're there to do that. Right now with the announcement, I feel like if this is the Alliance Tournament's new burger that they're going to talk about, they've just put the patty on the grill and we're all at that sizzling stage.
Yes.
We're all excited. Ooh. It's on the grill. We can smell it.
Yeah.
But we have no idea what it's going to look like at the end. And like the possibilities are exciting and endless. And
Exactly.
Until then, we hope the burger is tasty.
Yeah, we do hope the burger's tasty and not too much salt on it as well, because we need it nice and tasty. But I agree with you. I think the things we'd love to see is the Aphelion blueprint back, the rep back, the Sigma of everything available to buy, Sigma Tritanium, Sigma Parsteel, and even for Lost In, who's struggling heavily with Sigma Dilithium, because that's all Lost In wants, more Sigma Dil.
And also with the changes in mid-ops and how they're doing the mid-ops arcs each month, I mean, you would think that they would try to accommodate some of the people who are now getting those specialty ships and trying to streamline them through and make tournaments relevant to them and their alliances as well.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Loston says, I just want the dill. Oh, God. Loston just wants the D, their Ultra, so I guess we got to give him a lot.
I'll talk to him privately later. We'll sort something out.
We'll sort something out. Loston will get the dill. But, no, I agree. And for the mid-ops as well, we need to start eliminating the little tiny mess that we have, which is like this very weird till Ops 50, and then they're like the 51 to 54s are like, well, you're kind of in the top league, but you're really not. And here's a battle pass that's a little bit off and not quite give you everything you need. We need to kind of go, right, okay, mid-ops is up to 55 or whatever, or 54. Do you know what I mean? Like, and who knows if they even go higher? Do you know what I mean? Like, if they'll work their way up. But it's like, if you hit 55, I think the mid-ops could get there. The only problem is is the mid-ops become harder and harder to source the right amount of ships for the right amount of level. Like, there's always 3 ships every mid-ops, which is great. Lady Command, tell us how you think of that as well. Ultravedica plays in a with a mid-ops account as well, and anyone else. But these are the key things that we want to make sure also supports you guys. You know, maybe... You know, for the lower ops, like I was speaking to someone today who just been starting as an ops 28, and you know what he said? The first thing he says, like, what officers do I focus on? And I was like, just do your field commands. Your field training. And he says, yeah, but I've done them all, and I haven't got what I'm, looking for yet. And I was like, okay, who are you focusing? They don't even guide people with Pike, Monroe, Chen, for example. Maybe things like that have got to be in there to help people. Pike, Monroe, Talon becomes quite important. And, things like that would be vital to add to the Alliance tournaments. But I think the Alliance tournaments should give people a chance to catch up and to, fill up their boots with, I want to go with loads of rep. So give me the 500 million for the G7s and so on and so forth for G6, lower it down and lower it down. Give me the Sigma trit and the normal trit, for the higher ops and the mid ops, so that people can chase things and go, do you know what? I'm going to work really hard on this Alliance tournament task because I want to get enough loot to get this, which is going to be awesome to get, which is absolutely awesome. The most important thing is that, as Lostin always says, G5 scrapping is going to save the world. Which it isn't, but Lostin is the king. So any issues with G5 scrapping, I want everyone to DM Lostin directly regarding it. But what I'm trying to get to is we need to make sure that when we're doing this feedback, because Riskbreaker said something beautiful, and I absolutely adore him for saying these things. Because of the stream, we got Vengeance event overlapping with this weekend. It happened literally at the end of the stream. It was absolutely beautiful in the after show. So Riskbreaker, it's really appreciated. They do listen. Oh, wow, we have a community... Lostin, stop ruining things. Damn it! Thank you, Lostin. Oh, God's sake, he's starting a community train for me now. Ultravedica, I'm having a nervous breakdown. What do I do? Oh, yes, let's play duck races. No, wait, no, that's a different stream. Whoa, dear God. No.
I'll get Nigel to slide into DMs with that deal.
Slide into DMs with the dill. Oh, God.
Yeah, pay him. That's the only way to get a spot.
I'll get a spot with that one. Community train is up, people. I mean, it gives huge discounts and a really weird emotes. Which is really appreciated. Chronox with 100 cheer. Thank you very much. We'll try and...
Nigel, I'm going to throw a question at you, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
You're talking mid-ops before and, the 50 to 55 thing. How many ops levels do you think they need/want in mid-ops? Because as the new stuff gets slower towards that 60 number, how many ops levels do they want there? Do they want to have a low ops and a mid-ops? Because if you're going to shove 40 ops levels into mid-ops, that's a lot of ops.
Well,
so
basically, I think
let me throw that at you.
Yeah, I think they need to add a new ship. Because basically, because what they've done is they show 20 plus you get this ship, 30 plus you get this ship, 40 plus you get this ship, right? It needs to now be a 50 plus you get this ships. Or you go 20 to 40, you are lower ops. 40 to let's say they go to 60. That would be the ideal. 40 to 60, you're the mid ops. 60 and above, you're the top ops. And you get the new content. They've always wanted to always do content for 20 levels. That's something they've always said to us. So that kind of does the 20 levels, but it means 3 arc runners. Can they afford to do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Ultra?
That's
Add the
a big
extra
question.
ship?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I mean that's a big question. I mean, there's the amount of players that are in that bracket of like 20 to 50 or 20 to 55 is a lot, and I understand they got to cater for them. And it's a bold strategy, Cotton, but
yes,
they've also got to think about the players who are at the bleeding edge.
Yes.
They've got to think about the new players. There's so much they've got to consider, and if it's just we're going to refresh Alliance, almost like they refreshed Incursions.
Yes,
I was lucky enough to have a play of that for 6 or 7 hours before things went wrong, and I'm so looking forward to everyone else actually having a go, hoping that it'll happen the way it should have last month. They've got to think about so many different players with so many different abilities and things, and I feel like tournaments is that kind of big next refresh that's needed, but it's catering for huge percentage of players.
Yeah, thank you, Flossie, for that.
I don't envy their job.
Yeah, it's quite difficult, but if I was them, if you can't get a new arc runner to do the mid and someone to do the lower, I would then just add the extra shipping. And that will be important but then you're going to have to now set events for 4 different tiers of levels, which has always been the problem. So I like, for me, I would create 3 separate groups personally. I'd go the 20 to 40, the 40 to 60, and the 60 above. But the problem is there are 55, so it'll be the 40 to 55. And then eventually, they're going to get to 60. Whenever they decide to get to 60, that'll be the important thing. Thank you, Indominus, for the gifted. Thank you so much as well. That will be key.
They may...
Yeah.
Sorry, they may even need to have to automate a bit more rather than just saying every month, here's these ships for this group, here's this ship for that group.
Yes.
They may just have to, oh, cool, you're now at Ops 18, cool. You got 40 days to do all the botany-based stuff, it's automatically triggered, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then that one's removed from the mid-ops experience.
Yes.
Because you can do it on your own, at your own pace, give you some bonus stuff, you get it done within a certain time, cool. And then they can focus on something else.
Yeah.
So, there's ways around it, but as more and more players get into that group, it's they're gonna have to cater for them.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And I think that catering would be hard. So, if they wish, this is where I am playing with them to say, go to your official CCs. You've got a great bunch who have got loads of different up level experience, and use that experience to gain in developing the groups in the best way possible to make things work. Retro Fury, and now you've heard loads of different things of this. Is that getting you a little bit excited about how things will change? And have you got any thoughts regarding your mid ops and things like that as well when you deal with people as well? Go ahead, Retro.
Yeah. I guess I am excited to see what the changes would be, because I would like to think that my negative attitude that I always have when I hear about something changing, would be wrong. I'd love to be proved wrong, and have it be so much better. And so yeah, I am looking forward to the changes, but I kind of have this wait and see attitude as well, because you just never know what's going to be in the next arc. You don't know what's going to be there. And so for me, it's like, well, I don't want to waste too much of my own time, like fretting over it being something terrible.
No.
So I'm going to hope that even though the way that they put the announcement out doesn't sound promising, that maybe the way that you interpreted it is, and it's given me a different frame of mind.
Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, I will, I'll always Nigify things, as they call them. And they always tell me this on film sets. They're like, oh, it's Nigel's Nigifying it again.
Awesome!
Which is absolutely hilarious to see. You can hear people say, I just like to look at it in that positive so that I can attack them with positivity and see whether changes they would make, which would be key. Lady Command.
Yeah.
Go on.
The first thing I thought was, oh God, I finally just got to save up 500,000 of these refresh tokens. What is going to happen? But when you're like, well, maybe this is the start of something more, that would make sense. If it isn't, then it's kind of dumb to waste time on that one thing.
Yeah, true. And also, before Niv, the legend of all legends, speaks, Ferry, one of our legends, G7 legend, I absolutely love, I adore Ferry, always respect his opinion, says, this arc is great. It's low-key, relaxed pace, not much to do. What's not to like? The sphere is totally optional. Absolutely agree. I think that gives you something that you guys got. Email 45 seconds on the community train. Oh, you get 3 lovely emotes if you can help out. 1 sub, if possible, or 499 bits. If anyone can help out, that'd be lovely. Remember, it goes to charity, Amy Winehouse Foundations, where we're supporting, and it'll be community mod for this month that we send a check to as well to support them. So anything that does that. 25 seconds to go. Thank you very much, Indominus. That's really kind of you. Yendis, sorry, you popped onto the stage. I'll give you the time to get your bits in, buddy. Go ahead.
It's not going to take long. I got a question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I went from 71 to 72.
Yes.
I spent 70 million Sigma steel.
Oh, that's
I spent 500,000 uncommon
yes.
minerals.
Nice.
And none of it counts towards the vengeance. Not a penny.
Uncommon does. Uncommon G6 and
No.
G7 counts.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It didn't. Nothing.
He meant common,
Not
not
a
uncommon.
penny.
You mean common, rather not uncommon.
Yeah, common.
Yeah,
Not
common.
uncommon.
Yeah.
Common doesn't count at all.
No.
But I spent $500,000.
Yeah.
So they just, I mean, it seems to me like all the things that happened since I've got to G7, it's like, hey guys, it's G7. Bend over, boys. We're gonna stick it to you.
But also,
that seems like the way it is.
No, I will tell you the opposite. I've been playing G7 pretty much from day one when I went to it. I've just slow rolled it, and I've enjoyed all of it, doing it like that. So for me, common would not score. Uncommon definitely does score. They did add the Borg Sphere, which is fine because, obviously get some parts to get more sales and to get people to buy the sphere if they wish, which makes sense.
Yep.
And you've just got to just be wary. Like the 72 to 73 grind is long. But to be honest with you, even when Sniper depresses me and shows me things later on that I go, oh, for God's sake, Sniper, stop showing me the absolute nightmare of hell of going to 73. I've actually enjoyed the whole process with that, Yendis. So I think that I feel like the end of the quarter now is going to lead to quite substantial things that I think will be hopefully player beneficial coming up. And Papa Yuki, I have been reading. It's like I understand with the bugs and stuff. Let's see what happens Tuesday, Papa Yuki. I think you bring a very good point up to have a look at what this fix is for the exocomps, because this fix is the thing that basically started this whole situation with the lag and everything. They found the solution. This is a good thing. This solution that caused all this hell for about 6 weeks is massive. However, I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm like, they're going to attempt something. If they attempt it and it works, incredible. It will solve and bring the game back to the stability level we've been looking for. If it doesn't, it's not going to make it worse. But they're going to try. Because basically what ended up happening was they were going to do it. Remember, they cancelled it. The reason they cancelled it was they tried to implement it and something happened. They've now managed to find a fix for that. Is going to be that. So Brian Racer, Tuesday is going to be the addition of the exocomps. Now you could be far away, apply an exocomp, and it will start straight away, which is incredible. That's great news.
Is there any way you could notify? Is there any way you could notify the mod community guys to have something ready?
Well,
you know that.
strangely, you asked that question. I present to you Netniv. Netniv, how you doing, buddy? How are you?
Oh, wait. You expecting me to fix it? God damn it.
He's the smartest one I've seen.
Yeah, exactly. Smartest one I've seen. Well, no. So I think whatever that fix is that allows the exocomps to be applied on the fly, which I think is a good thing, because think about it. This means anything you apply can be on the fly. Maybe even, how many times have you gone to an outpost? How many times you've gone to an outpost and you're like, oh my God, I did not put FC Cisco. And you're like, oh, do I have to turn everything back and then go back again to get the bonus boot? What happens if this exocomp in quotation mark type style works? It actually adds, it makes everything that you can apply it on the fly. Like when you kill a ship in the Mantis, for our lower ops, in the Mantis loop. You know how in the Mantis loop you've got 3 ships of 3 different abilities. You kill those 3, then you kill the other ships and you can kill more. There's a critical damage, there's whatever. It applies it on the fly. So imagine that same concept doing that. Niv, what are your thoughts? I haven't got you to get a chance to speak, because I think that you're one of the greatest people I've ever met, and I'm scared about what you're about to say.
I think that if I already thought as soon as I saw them say we're recalling ships, oh, this is probably going to be the buff thing, but they're not mentioning it's the buff to get, because they don't want to get people's hopes up just in case they have to undo it again.
Yes.
I mean, I get that. But I do think that's what's coming.
That is what they announced.
As far
it
as
says it on the thing.
Oh, okay. I haven't read that yet. But as far
it
as
says, with this update, ships will no longer to be docked to activate buffs from exocomps.
Nice. But the good thing about that is if you think about all the slots that you've got, like even things like rep, you spend 10 minutes getting out to doing your rep thing somewhere, or you go through mirror space to do your rep and you forget to put your exo tokens on.
Yes.
That's not a problem anymore. You know, you can get to that space where you've got limited time. You don't have to pull it out and then go through all that hassle of trying to get through all the rifts that don't let you go through the rifts. You know, so That's a good thing, I think. As long as this all works, it's going to turn out to be very beneficial for people who would often forget those things.
Well,
and how many slots have you got to fill? You've got loads of them, so you can just bang them all on, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the good news is thanks to Lost In and all the people that donated, we finally got Lost In's dream, an epic clip of a camera. So Lost In, I look forward to you showing us the Sigma dilithium you've been looking for and sort of really, really want to sort of have. So there you go. You can use that emote for it. Thank you very much, everybody, for donating to that community train. That was a nice little surprise. So that was a very nice thing to sort of appear. But Brian Racer asks, do we have a chart for the Warp Dive bar? Wondering how many exotic spirit shipments I need to go to 49. I'm sure Quasel can provide something in Discord for you. It's the Reduku.
Give me a second.
Reduco says that Ultravetica. What was Reduco saying, Ultra? Is he saying... I'm trying to work my way to that message.
They said, I thought we were banning NetNiv.
Please give an unofficial challenge for information about banning NetNiv coming in May. Oh my God, this cannot be real, which is amazing. Thanks, Quasel, for doing that. Son of a Erwin puts, because they fix it. Crazy, they might actually fix it. You mean the mirror space that's really hard to get into? No, it's supposed to be hard to get into. That's the idea. Do you not watch Star Trek? Everything's really difficult, which is insane. So that'll be something to keep an eye on, which is insane. Yeah, so keep an eye on that. But look, that's with Alliance Stormers. Now with the update that's coming and the fixes, we're hoping that this update allowing buffs to be applied on the fly would be a very good thing for the game. And then...
It's huge.
Yeah, exactly. It's huge. And this is part, all the ships will be recalled. So that's your number one objective is Lost In. All that mining you do, you can finally stop mining because all you do is mine all the time. Or is it that you say, this is mine, this is mine? I can't remember. It's one of those two things, but you do that all the time, Lost In, which is imperative. But just remember, this update will roll out by region with APAC entering maintenance first. As a result, maintenance may be completed earlier for APAC than AU or US. We want to share this in advance so commanders are aware that timing may vary by region. And we will keep you updated as maintenance progress. That's a great update for you, Ultra, isn't it? They told us. I think so.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. I mean, APAC often gets the what do you call it? The bad end of the stick or whatever they say when it comes to just because of the time zones that we're in and the big thank you, and the big sort of area it covers with a lot of the time zones where it's really for my slice of APAC, it is pretty much prime time Tuesday night gaming time.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, guys, we're down for 2 hours of maintenance. Like people just got off work, they just got home, they've just had dinner.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we're down for maintenance. So
that's
any win like that where it's like, oh, we can actually play the game at 7:30 p.m. at night time, that'd be great.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
and that's good that they mentioned that. Yes, NetNiv.
I point out the one thing you have to be careful of here is not actually APAC this time, but they did say there would be global worldwide maintenance at 6 a.m. UTC, I think it is, or UTC +1 even. So it's probably 5 a.m. you'll be doing it by UTC, which comes after the EU maintenance, but before the US maintenance. So it's a bit interesting that that's going on for the Redis stuff.
Yeah,
which is another maintenance thing going on the Monday. So we could experience a bit of turbulence on the Monday.
Yes.
Again.
But turbulence really early in the morning. Like for us, it'd be 1 a.m. But the key thing for people to be aware of is at least they're doing that. I don't know the time, so I'm not going to say it. But basically, the most important thing is people to be aware of. It's like Yuki, you said stop for a month. Do all the things, and they're never going to do that. But this is an alternative where we go, okay, well, they're going to do maintenance on Monday, which improves the server upgrade, and doing another one straight after it to that. LOD, oh, wow, with that watch streak. Thank you so much for the 20 stream. And as well as Killer Angel. What have you guys, I mean, do you really, NetNiv is here. I mean, are you sure you're watching the right stream? By Brute, 117 says, would the update to the game on performance allow capable devices to have HD settings? iPhones. I do not have HD graphics on my iPhone 13 at the moment, where the requirements for STFC for FTFT meets. No, I don't believe that they're going to change the graphical elements, so you will struggle a little bit by brute, but you can do it on a PC or a laptop. There's PC version, there's a Mac version, maybe an iPad or a device version. So have a look and see what you can. Just make sure you've got a Scopely ID. This isn't. Oh God, I'm trying to read it there, Yuki. This isn't. Oh right, okay. Jesus Christ, Yuki, you made me read the wrong message. I thought it was trying to say anything quite imperative. But yes, those updates are something to sort of look forward to. So I think this is going to be a very good fix. This was the fix. This was the original. Now, if you remember, it was the original thing that caused all the havocs. Right, I've got two people that I know are going to jump on top of each other. So I'm going to call one out. I'm going to allow you to say it, and then we're going to do the other because I know you guys want to say it. So we'll start with Beached Whale, then we'll go to Chris Pike. Let's go, Beached Whale.
I was just going to say, you brought up the iPad. The high def graphics are actually disabled on tablets as well.
Okay. That's good to know. And Chris Pike, what would you like to say, buddy?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna throw it out there that I'm gonna try and stay positive here for the AT. I don't want to mess with your agenda. I think we're supposed to keep going and talk about Maverick a little bit more. But
yeah,
I'll give Scopely a solid B for communications.
Okay.
I don't want to say an A plus because of the way they went about it, and I think there's been some dialogue back and forth about how they presented it. But regardless, I think transparency is better. So I know that we're all reading into this very negatively because we're feeling very negative about the game. And I think if you're the type of person that's in that state,
yeah,
you're gonna read everything that they're saying is negative. So again, I'm trying to be like Nigel, stay positive with it.
Yeah.
And I think what they're also really doing, because at the end of the day, this means we should start not wasting, but leverage the rollouts that we have for AT as much as possible. Right.
Yeah.
And the people with 500,000, hey, you're not going to probably use them all, but whatever. Maybe they'll be useful in some other way.
Yes, exactly. And it depends.
So let's just stay positive, and let's stay positive while we're waiting for real information. I don't want to jump down their throat.
Yeah.
With just because of one thing that they put in there. At least we know that they're thinking of changing it.
Yes. And thinking of changing is quite a good term, actually, because you just never know at the end. Which is, Lady Command says, I play on Android phone and have few glitches, but the game plays well. Have to reboot at least once an hour if hitting hostiles or changing to events and systems. Good bits, and have some lags and other things that are on PC. So it's all not too bad. Switch to Android. No, Apple is the way to go. The thing to be aware of is I truly believe that this. Let's have a look at Tuesday. We will obviously be having a conversation on Lubestream on Tuesday, and then with us here on Thursday. But it's so you're aware of that. This is what is being attempted, at least, as it's not official. It's nothing that's been said to me. It's just a hunch from all the stuff that they've been doing. This is where they're trying to get to. So hopefully, it will work. It will do its job, and it will work in a very good way. And I really appreciate them attempting to do this, and especially with the Redis update as well. I think that's going to make a huge difference for the servers, which I think will be known. By Brute says, it's just annoying. I have a mobile that's HD 4K capable, and STN allows HD mobile devices. I will report it, buddy, and I will ask whether they can turn it on like we've done with the Zoom. It might be just a turn on option, so I will have a chat with them and see whether that's something. Retrieving saying, wait, sec, Nigel. The exocomp was pulled. How is that causing all the lag issues? Because they attempted something. Did they actually release it? No. So when they wanted to do it, which they pulled it very last minute, and then recall all the ships. That's where an attempt was made, and they were like, oh dear God, and they're like obviously breaking through the code now. It's something that Jules Verne actually said 6 weeks ago on one of these, where he popped in and says they may have to break the game to get us to the next level of fix or everything that sort of works out. So just keep an eye on it. I think that will be the key thing to that. Sniper says you should be able to get in the top of 10 Alliance Borg. Oh, it says about the 67 shy of tomorrow's pull. Okay, yeah, hopefully you'll get more. Well then We'll get there. I promise you. It will get there. I'm quietly confident in the back of my mind, thinking, okay, well, if this stabilizes everything, which it may not, then we're on to a nice little run before we get onto the next arc, which will be a very good thing to see where they've done so. They've already told us they're bringing Alliance Tournament refresh on update 90. So that I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that'll be great. And they will put the list of what people want in there. So you up 40s, you up 50s. Please put loads of feedback in these channels so that we can send them a list and say, this will make people happy. Help us with this. Because they may have forgotten something that's not sourceable lower down the ops. And because we're in the top echelons of ops, may forget about that. And I want to make sure that we genuinely represent all of you in every ops level there is. And that is important. Lady Command says everyone uses Apple devices. Apple's the best and Android really sucks. Oh, what a shame. Well, okay. Thanks for being so positive with that one. Kalimistad said it's all mobile, by the way, for HD. It's bad enough to have everything turned off in game settings, as HD graphics is not going to help things. Yeah, agreed. Just its smoothness, I think, works better. Ice Wolf Laws hugged DataJest before NetNiv did. I think that's going to cause a bit of a problem, so we'll have that. Hey, yes, you did, Lady Command. You said Apple is the best thing in the world and Android are not good. Come on, Lady Command. It's fine. It's fine. Add Prime Start Bundle Prime particles to Alliance Tournament. That Lost In is asking for a Prime Start particle. Jesus Christ, Lost In. That is not true, by the way, which has been amazing. Apple is not Skynet. Okay, cool. Apple's only good for eating and using the iPhone. Oh, thank you very much, Jake Gray. That's also another one. Man, you need a spanking. I was like, oh my God, you are cursed. Apples free to win. They are tasty. Quazel he likes to eat rotten apples. But with that update leads us to where we are with the Maverick store. I'd love to hear from slightly lower ops people as well if you get a chance. But Ultravetica, I've always wanted to hear your opinion of the Maverick store currently. Do you have the Sphere? Because I don't, for example. I don't feel like I'm missing it. But
I did grab the Sphere. Yeah, okay. I grabbed it. I like the whole Maverick faction as a concept. I like that there's tasks in there. I like that there's things that your alliance can do.
Great.
Sorry, some of your alliance can do.
Yes.
I like the idea of the solid stuff. Putting some things in the store there. I overall as a concept, I like it. Yes. Is it perfect? No.
No.
Do I feel like it slightly segregates your alliance if you've got a lot of different ops players doing things? Yeah, but overall, I like it. I'm cool. I'm cool with everything.
Yeah, I mean, and also once you get the Sphere, after getting the Sphere, I don't see a problem. Like the task is quite straightforward. It's not like you get the Sphere and you need to put another $100 on top of it. You can use it from tier 1. Right? Is that
exactly. You can use it from the get-go. And normally when new ships come out, I like to treat myself and I will grab the new ship. And it's purely just so I've got a bit of a head start. And I don't mind that. That's where I choose to throw a little bit of my cash. And I actually don't mind the concept of it. It's not something that I've put heaps of time into, but I don't mind it so far.
Well, maybe those tasks could be a nice little idea of how Alliance Tournaments tasks may be upgraded to. I like the idea of this. It's quite a nice.
What are you saying, Nigel?
No, I wish I knew.
Sorry, that was my Quasar impersonation. Sorry.
Ooh. You want to eat a rotten apple?
Ooh, no. No.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
There it is. We all sunk. Which gets me to a major point. Did MJ Hat get the Sphere? Everyone's asking MJ Hat. Did you do it?
Ooh.
Not yet. I'm still waiting for payday.
Right, okay. That it confirms that MJ Hat's not doing that, but it shows.
He's not going to get it. He's totally not going to get it.
I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it.
he definitely.
I know it's late. I'm still going to do it.
Yeah, he's still going to do it. Lost In says that basically an apple a day is going to keep people away if you throw it hard enough at them, which is great. Well, hopefully soon then, Omega J, and that was amazing. Easy as 314. I mean, I can't read that. It takes forever. Easy as 314151. Okay, I'll try it. As long as they adjust the scoring for G5 and lower G6, that'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. My worry is, and I think Ultravetica brought a good point up, please don't separate the alliances. when you go 55 and above, and then you go 55 and below, because it's creating segregation, which makes alliances now. Do we just put all the whales together in one, and do we put all the mid ops in the other? It's like you don't want to do that. Everyone likes helping people. People love helping people. And that is really important, that community doesn't get broken. So even if you do content, I understand it's really difficult to do the points, but make it useful that a lower ops player can achieve something and feels like they're achieving something. Don't give them 1 point, give them 10, and then multiply everyone else's a bit more and make the target higher so that it looks like they're achieving something towards the goal. Are you seeing that, Shockwave Prime?
I am seeing that. I'm seeing that's when our servers merged, when 102 and 702 merged recently. That was kind of one of the big drivers of me leaving, was because I left my longtime alliance, actually, because I was the only G7 there.
Yeah.
And just with surge particles, working in the veil and things like that, it's just a completely different game. And I think that it's important that Scopely not lose sight of, yeah, it's a different game, but also you can play it together because an alliance is players of all aspects. And that was just one thing that was challenging for me personally to overcome, because it's hard to do serious surge research when you're only getting 2 surges a week, starting 2 surges a week, and you're the only 71 in an alliance that can start. So, I think that's a good point that you say, that it's important that Scopely not lose sight of that. And,
exactly. And that is important. And Cruzito, you ask a great question. How difficult, slow it is to get to 55 plus. Lady Command, Clown, Barry Brute, all of you are in the 42s, right? And the 40s. How motivated are you? And type it in the chat. How motivated are you? How quick can you get to 55? But also, do we want to speed people up? That's you can get to 55 quickly. Ultravetica brings up an outstanding point, which I'm going to try and do it in an Australian accent. Actually, no, I'm not going to try that. You can get to 55s quickly, but you're going to be missing a lot of stuff. So do not rush. Beach Whale, you agree, right?
Absolutely. I just did want to say one thing there, though, about heck, I lost my train of thought. Never mind. I'll get back to that later.
Okay.
But yes, I agree with what you just said about not rushing.
Yeah, exactly. We'll come back to you after this ad, which is Tiberius wearing the new windbreaker from STFC Briefings.com. You missed the ad. I lost it. I'm not going to play it again because, but we have it there. But I'll do it as fun as we raid out someone. The thing that people need to be aware of is do not rush your ops. Lady Command, all of you, do not rush. Ricardo, right? You said mid-ops experience, best part of the game. Please don't rush through it. Exactly. Ricardo is enjoying every aspect of it, takes their time, do the stuff you need to do. Papa Yuki says getting to 55 is easy if you ignore the crew and ship and research, but the problem is you'll be stuck behind. And ladies and gentlemen, Beached Whale has remembered. Yes, Beached.
I was just going to respond to Shockwave there about the surge. One of my biggest complaints is for alliances that do have multiple G7. Like, I have almost 100,000 primordial plasma stocked up now from running surge.
Wow.
And I don't want to do it because all I'm doing is taking rewards away from other players. But if G5 and G6 can't start, then I have to be there.
Yes.
And so it's either I participate or I just start and get no benefit, but I don't need the benefit. And I think that's why they need to lower that bar so they can, as needed, you can take bigger players out of there so that smaller players can get better rewards overall, because we're not taking all the points. I throw my Dauntless in there and, nobody else can compete against my Dauntless who's, a G4 or G5.
Yeah.
And it's unfair.
You don't take away.
Yeah.
You don't take away any points.
Yeah.
Because the points are based on your score multiplied by the total score. So you're helping them to get even more rewards.
Yeah.
Let me explain this stuff. Okay. Yeah. The more points I score, the lower they score, and the rewards aren't worth it for them being there. That's my point.
Score lower. That's the point. No, they don't score lower.
Yeah, just
this is direct.
It's a totality.
I understand that. My point is, the rewards aren't worthwhile enough for those lower level members to be there, and there needs to be a way to make it rewardable for them to be there. And if that's removing larger ops players and having ways that they can score higher without lower ops players, there would be more beneficial for them, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe, I might not have said it correctly.
Yeah.
But I'm saying right now, in its current form, I think it needs to be changed.
Okay, we'll go
That's
to Quasel,
true,
then
but
we'll go
you
to
help
Chris
them.
Pike. Quasel, what are your...
You-
just give the maths around this, please.
No, the thing is, the points you're getting for doing a search depend on two factors. One is the total score of all players together. So
Yeah.
the higher players that help tremendously also the smaller players. And then based on your own score. So if you kill 5 hostiles, your score is then multiplied with a factor of the total score. So each kill you make helps them getting more stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm with you that the stuff G6 can get, it's a joke.
Yeah, absolutely. And which is why our advice to you at that lower levels is to save those particles ready for G7 so you can attack it really early. But we got an answer from Lady Command because I want to, spread this out that we have to spread through the ops. I want to level up, but need that G4. I have refused to speed along. I listened to a Vulcan hello, shout out to a lost friend. Do all the research and building before moving up to next level. And Lady Command, my advice to you is this. Officers is your key to everything. Level them up like you never have. I spoke to someone today who's an Ops 28. He streams. And I said to him, did they ever tell you that these are the 3 officers you've got to focus on? Pike, Moreau, Chen. And Pike, Moreau, Salon. And he's like, yes, but how far do I upgrade? I'm like, every ounce of energy should go into getting those maxed as soon as possible. Lady Command continues saying, like, we got them to add tokens. They need to add in more beneficial rewards like G4 materials to help us level players. We can't level up ships without it, only get G3 in rewards. That's interesting. So if you're listing a live ops team, that is something to be wary of and something to showcase to everybody, which is important to improve those rewards. And maybe in the Alliance tournaments, we improve those type of rewards as well to help the G4 players. See, Lady Command, you're making a difference here just by being able to be vocal and speak about the things that you want to actually get in the game, because we can help you and we can help you get there and we'll fight for you for it. Yes, but without research them as well, you can always get so far. Agreed. Now, what I did, Lady Command, is I'm quite weird. I take one ship to its absolute limit, even though it's wrong, put a lot of resources into it so that I know I can hit 3, 4, 5 hostiles ahead of me and not worry. And I focus on my officers heavily. When I get to that level, then I work my way into the other things that I need, like maybe additional ships or so on and so forth. But FKR ship's going to be your best friend for that. And Quasel has posted in Twitch and in Discord a surge calculator to help you do that. Makakan says, starting the research means you have to finish the G6 first. They will be saving for a long time. Yes, true, but they will finish the G6 because you only have to get to level 8 of the last research, and that will kick you off. So you should be focusing to get there, and that will be very important. Maflat 1974 DP says 100% officers ops 60 in our alliance, playing for 9 months, focus on officers and knows how to crew. And we've got loads of different people, don't we, Maflat? We've got people who've joined us who are recently like 45, 46, 47, so that we get a mid-ops experience with them, because I want to make sure that my viewpoint of the game is from loads of players' viewpoints and not just go, oh, we need the Borg sphere to do this, that, and the other. It's more of a, oh, the mid-ops are struggling with something that we didn't struggle with, or they haven't got the right officers or not the right feedback. A lot of these videos need to be remade. By the way, I'm one video away from doing it. I'm going to ask actually, I was going to ask Lostin, but I need Ultravetica to do a short video of all the terms of STFC. Hopefully Ultra will join in and do that. And basically on all these CCs, you should hopefully see short forms of what these things that we speak about mean in the game. Like what is putting a state on, what is hull breach, what is, all that sort of stuff. I'm almost done. There's one more to go 2 more to go, because Lost In, I'm hoping will do one, and Ultra will do one. You can hear the voice of your favorites. Lady Command's like, I've always been vocal. Many of my whale friends are gone left the game. I do exactly with the ships. Vulcan, hello, was a great mentor. Yeah, he sounds like a great guy. Something that's needed is a chart based on crewing for ships for different hostiles or areas. These presets now, but do not know. Well, Lady Command, we have someone here who does exactly what you're asking for. stfc.cc/Quazel's Corner /17357. Oh my God. Could you just find and make it easier for everybody? Quazel, if you can post stfc.cc so that you can check various presets for various hostiles, and Lady Command use these tools for you. So if someone can also at her with that on Twitch, Quazel, that would be amazing. stfc.cc, Quazel's Corner. And it's got loads of options of what you can do. And that is really cool. There it is, Lady Command. Go there. It's really cool. It's pinned now in the chat. Thank you, MJ Hat. Something to actually do for sound cutout. Please post that. Yes, it's right above you. Website's better, I'd say. Go to the website. Check that out. Find your preset. Find your hostile. It also does a calculator. It also does your battle passes. So even with Ozu, who you were here as well, you go to that as well. Lady Command use that. Spread it around your alliances to your mid-ops people. Tell them this is the way to do it. Thanks, Dark Clown. That's above there as well to have a look at. Ask them to add filtering in-game for officers in different hostile types. As CJ Becker says, that's absolutely superb. And she won here. I don't know what you're trying to show me, Killer Angel, but I'll have a quick gander at it. You said that. Oh, Lady Command. You won the battle pass for the M89 already giveaway from Quazel. So yeah, you know that corner really well. Yeah, we'll share with them mid and lower elves because they need it. Yeah, but you just won a battle pass. It says it on there. You actually won on Quazel's Corner. So congratulations. If you haven't sent him your player ID, you better rush. Otherwise, Quazel takes time. He's very slow. So yeah, you need to kind of give him the info quickly. You know what I mean? He's not
We had to
Ultravedica.
reroll some because people didn't react. So, but yeah.
There you go. Ultravedica is known as Speed. Speed does benefit him. Chris Pike, sorry, I haven't given you the chance. Go ahead, buddy.
That's okay, Nigel. There's a lot going on. So I guess my whole thought, now that we're kind of onto the Maverick thing, is
yes.
Well, I got kind of two feedback points.
Okay.
I do have the sphere, so let me just start with that.
Yeah, cool.
I think if people have listened before, I reluctantly got it at the last minute.
Yeah.
Because again, thank you for this team and for the CCs and everyone involved that got the Vengeance things back on track here for the weekend. So I spent some resources to level up the sphere as well.
Yes.
And I guess my frustration with the sphere is, and I think that there's limited feedback on this at this point, because I think there are a lot of people that maybe got it or didn't do it, and just because they got bad, feedback on it, is that the tasks are still locked to the tier of the ship.
Yes.
And unlike the Excelsior, right? Kind of going through that, the tasks that you had weren't impossible to achieve, right? Because they basically scaled with the tiering of the ship.
Yes.
What I'm finding though, for me, and again, I'm maybe more advanced than most players, research and everything, is that I can send the ship further up. The warp isn't the issue. The being able to kill the hostiles above I guess what they say is the tier that would be required isn't a problem for me.
Yeah.
And so my thing is, I don't understand why I have to have the ship at a certain tier in order to score.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if I can, if you know what I'm saying, so right now that's a detriment to my team, because that means I'm forced to push it up to that next tier just to be able to. Well, it's a detriment to me from a solo perspective, but also it's more kills that benefits the overall typical alliance mechanisms that are there for the whole mechanism for kills. So I just think that that's one something that Scopely needs to look at. I've never seen a situation where I've got good crews and research, and now I'm being somewhat punished for not I can hit up, but yet I don't get credit for being able to hit up.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing, and unfortunately the loot isn't worth it to hit up. So I just think that as more people get this,
yes,
you're going to crowd out those systems.
Okay.
And it's still right now. I don't have any problems getting into those systems and killing, and nobody's really in there.
Yeah.
So I'm. It's actually been pretty well. I can use Kashara and boom, and just go right. It's utterly amazing that nobody's really crowding out the system. But I kind of look at that and go, well, wait a minute, that's kind of weird. Why isn't anybody in these systems? So that's sort of kind of my feedback. The
Yeah.
second part to that is, again, I understand that there are solo goals, and obviously they're sort of showing us what all those things are. I still have to kind of go back to they needed to provide some way to allow the whole alliance to kind of participate a little bit more, both without the ship and with the ship, and this whole, and this is going to go more to the mid-tier situation. But as I talk to my players in the alliance, where we are feeling, I mean, I appreciate that it is segmented, and there's some benefit to that, but we want some unity as well. So we're sort of all okay with, okay, this is content that suits me, this is content that suits you, but is there a way that, like what we've done in some situations where, like, again, with the Viger event, right? Not the hostiles, but the event that they did where their hot list kind of like they opened it up. So even though some folks couldn't kill, the hostile, they opened it up and let them kill some other form of hostile, right? So for those lower level players that couldn't get into those spaces to kill. So I'm just giving that as an example. I mean, I could do a variety of different takes on that, but I think that when we're a community, we like working together, and some alliances are smaller and some alliances are bigger. But when you start segmenting people in this way, and again, we logically understand it. But you create a situation where if I'm on and you're on, I mean, there's all that barrier as well. Because I mean, I'm in the U.S. and so I'm dealing with at least 4 different time zones, and then we have a couple people that actually are overseas, although they're on our server. So, so for us to just even get all aligned at the same time, given our busy schedules and work during the day and after our play, we feel like we're a little bit harmed that we can't all help each other.
Absolutely agree. I think you're absolutely right with the stuff and the feedback, and I know that they'll do that. Before I lead Beachwell in, CJ Pecker says, will the upcoming maintenance fix the Kishara problems too, or Dauntless problems? No idea, CJ. One thing I will say is this, right? Because which is amazing. Thank you, Quazel. Quazel's leaving us. The Whales of Dolphins will be full, but more than their share for their Maverick events as well, saying by CJ, which I think is a very, very valid point. But one of the things I wanted to read out, which I had like information about, is the reason they don't tell us too much about some of these fixes. I'll read the rest in the chat before the Beach Whale comes in. I promise I'll give you the chance. Is that they don't want to just tell you that they put a hotfix for someone, because they might get reports that maybe it's an internet-based thing where 90% of it actually didn't make it work or anything like that. They do fixes and hot fixes on different places without saying much, just to see genuinely what the reports that they get. Like, if they suddenly see that people are actually getting Outpost working or Dauntless working, they go, these are genuine reports. The problem is when they tell everybody that they're going to do these things, a lot of people might say, oh, it's not working because of this, that, and the other, and it may be dependent on things like the internet or specific things in their mobile. So that is something to be very, very wary of, and sort of be sort of aware of why they don't do that than anything. But Cruzito says, how many bigs feel like the older brother that has to take the little brother to the movies with them on their date with a little in their alliance? Absolutely agree.
And I want to respond to that.
Yeah, and okay, go ahead, Beachwell.
In response to what Cruzito said there, I don't feel that at all. And one of the things I've absolutely hated the last year is one of the things about being a big in my alliance is to be able to help everybody from the top down. And I don't get that anymore. I mean, it used to be that way where, I had to carry the alliance on everything. Now it's more everybody go do their own thing. Not, the bigs can't carry the smaller players to benefit them the way they used to in a lot of ways. And I think, Chris hit on the point.
Yeah.
We need less stuff to do on our own and more stuff to do as a group.
Yes.
Not necessarily, where we all have to be on the exact same time, because I'm in the same boat. We're, 4 time zones. I have one person, and actually I think I have 2 people in London. And who knows where else. I do have a couple in South America. So yeah, we want more stuff to do as alliances, and maybe Cruzito doesn't like having to carry people, but I know me and the other bigs in my alliance do. That's something we enjoy because we're here as a group. And, most of my alliances have been together for 4 years, either as a separate allied alliance or now one as we merged at our second server merge. We merged into one.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. And one of the things that Mofasa says, that Mofasa, great streamer, by the way, he's in the mid-ops levels as well. A lot of alliance-based events are bad, not because they are not achievables, because you generally have members that are leeches and expected to be carried. Some are not. But I think that we like to take care of people. Star Trek's all about helping people within your community. You're bigger, you're stronger, you're smarter, you're different. You want to help everybody from every walks of life, which is why it's we're very lucky to have people from every different level on the stage, which is absolutely fantastic to see and something to be very wary of. So which is great. So with Ultra playing his multiple accounts, with Retro being the biggest whale ever known in history of mankind. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like we've got the different levels there. Quite done. I'm joking, Retro. LOD says Mofasa's awesome. How many is awesome low ops in my alliance, which is amazing, LOD, and I think that's really good to see. And if you do want to chat, Mofasa, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind carrying people at all, Veal says, but surges require an hour of active participation, requiring too many people at a time. To do it. Sorry, my pedal went too far. And due to the entry fee to even send a ship, they're just not fun to try and organize. Yeah, I get it, but that's what Alliance is all about. It's about, collaboration, and sometimes things don't match in the best way. You might get your first 10 of people or first 15 people. Lady Command for us is what can all levels, all time zones do together. We need more alliance events. Even things like armadas are difficult to get all together. We have some players who stay low on purpose but aren't a drain, which is actually a good thing. I'll get to you, Chris Pike. I just want to get through the chat a bit.
Yep. No, go ahead. No, definitely.
Yeah, Flossie says the alliance milestones can be really difficult to fulfill if you aren't an active alliance too. Monfasa say, 100% helping people is fine. It's when you have people that are more capable of scoring lower than those that have to work harder to make those points. I agree, but Monfasa, that's why Maflat will tell you here, DP 1974, who knows how I've run my alliance for a long time. We find people that are collaborative. We find a great set of people that are very positive and together and always want to achieve things. Because, and that is really important, that even in our small alliance, Maflat, I haven't got the sphere, but we're getting to like almost the end of the sphere amount. And I know there's like 2 people that have it maximum. So it's absolutely impressive that they can do that, which is amazing. Which is great. Oh God, Ultravenica as an exclusive on Discord of the Quasal refit and his board cube, which I think is hilarious. Ultra, you can show that on your stream. That's hilarious. Also, I think we should have congratulations. Am I allowed to say congratulations, MJ Flat? MJ Hat. Did you get the sphere?
Flat. I did. Thank you, KA.
No,
I
Flat, because
appreciate
you're hench and you got a 6-pack.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. Yes, I did get a killer sphere though. Thank you, Kay.
Oh, Killer Angel, thank you so much. See how lovely this community is? That was helpful. That was super. MJ Hat is in the house. That means he can order yet another Domino's pizza and Taco Bell. Shockwave, I see you unmute yourself. Anything you'd like to jump in with at this moment?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about. Sorry, I've been getting my son ready to leave a destination, so
nice.
I want to rewind just a few minutes here.
Okay.
You all were talking about the alliance tasks and things like that for the Maverick faction store.
Yes.
I think the Maverick faction store is great. I really do. I think the original one, right? Not the elite credit ones. I've voiced my displeasure about how they've handled that one this month. But as far as the original iteration of the Maverick faction store, I think that the only thing they really need to change when it comes to any sort of task are the task about solo distribution for hitting at your ops and your ops only.
Yes.
Because the 7-star for being solo, that's kind of them saying that 7 stars is the only thing that matters if you're an op 70, and that's just not true because they enroll they roll out ships, starting at G5 that they expect G7 players to buy and to purchase.
Yeah.
And they're saying, okay, we're not going to allow that as a scoring mechanic to, increase on your own to give yourself some sort of bonus to open up and start upgrading that. So I I think that's something they need to look at, and I think really if they handle that, I think the Maverick faction store is an even bigger hit than what it was originally intended or what it's originally even come out as. Because I do think there's some valuable stuff in there, but that G7 only thing's got to go.
Yeah, thank you for following Earth and 1971. Lovely to have you here. And Earth and says surges are the only place my Dauntless stalls. Yeah, absolutely right. They're very aware of that. They've attempted loads of hot fixes with regards to Dauntless. Some are working, some are not. They're doing like live hot fixes so that and they don't tell us because they just want people to just use it and in a general way and see how those things sort of achieve. So if you find it gets better or anything, like that happens, that's a good thing, and hopefully more of these fixes will come. So Earth and I think on Tuesday we will get a massive boost of either super good or absolutely nothing. So that is the key to be wary of with regards to that. Yes, Chris Pike.
Yeah, I just wanted to put in. So, and again, this is maybe the next topic, which is to talk about the mid tier versus the other tiers. I would just point out that when they do this double, battle pass,
Yes.
segmented battle pass things. So there are alliance focused events within each of those, separate ops groupings.
Mm-hmm.
It would be helpful if you're somebody who's trying to manage your team, if you can't see the ALB options. I'm not saying I need to see the SMS and the SLBs from lower level ops.
Yeah.
But if we could see kind of like what they did with the Maverick store, we can see everybody's kind of ALBs things. We can, although we may not score there, I think that would help the management of alliances like the Admiral, the comms, that are trying to assist those ops players in whatever their tasks are. A lot of them can get things done, like, last arc, I believe it was the Borgs, right? That's something that a lot of players, in the 60, 55 plus probably already had pretty senior crews, they had pretty senior ships. They could help them with those group armadas, the solo, some of the other different things to help them improve. But when we can't see it, when other players can't see, they don't know to help, or it makes it, and definitely from an administration perspective, it makes it difficult to help the whole team.
Well, Riskbreaker says
so
you
that's
can
just
see
that's a tip back.
Yeah, Riskbreaker says you can see the others Maverick Alliance task progress. You can see.
No, that not in Maverick. I'm speaking to like because the arcs are different because you have two different arcs running.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking to that. This is more the next.
Yes.
Yes. I'm speaking to maybe the next topic on your list, but I'm bringing it in because we're talking about Maverick and how you can't, how some people are participating, some people are not. So I just want to throw that in because I had a fellow player who is a comm saying, in my team saying, hey, I'm having difficulty helping the guys that are below me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going on, what they need for help.
Yes. Exactly, and you bring a good point, which is Erwin. What he means is basically, how we can see our battle pass, we can't see the under 55 battle pass participation, like Grandad the Grey says. We can't see those, which is could be confusing, but they need to find a way which shows us what those guys are doing, because we can help the under 55s by saying, what you need to do is, you got to kill Borg this. I can rift you up to a level and you can kill them quicker doing this, or hey, let me help you out, I'll boost you, and you can go and do this side of it. Do you know what I mean? Like those little things that we love doing for alliances and alliance members. He brings a very good point. Like Ultravetica says, if a mid ops have an AMS ALB higher than if mid ops have an AMS ALB higher than the mid ops can't see it, so they can't help, and that's the same. Crisito is like, we used to have Ripper had STFC was working. Yeah, exactly, which is important. Crisito also says on Discord, it's like something we've never heard of.
Hey,
yes.
Where's the line?
I don't know what the line is. What is it?
Wait, what?
And that's the bottom line because Cold Steve said so.
No,
I only brought it up, Nigel, in the Maverick section because, for instance, there's when we had the old, at one point the event store had the Maverick progression, right? And then they moved it into the the faction store, and then everybody's like, well, we can see visibility. Can you put it? I mean,
Yeah. Oh,
they
you're
put it in
cutting up.
both spots.
You're cutting up quite a lot, Chris Pike. But
I'm sorry.
I think we've got this. Yeah, it's just the reception's a bit weird. But Cruzito says something we've never heard of or know of is an ideal alliance from Scopely's perspective. Looks like is all the bigs and lowers the same frame range. That's a good point, Cruzito. It's a question I can definitely ask the question. We know that they had an alliance a 60. Of an average ops of 55 or 60. So 60 to 60 sounds like where they are, but I'll get an official answer to that. I think that's a very good point of where we can go with things. Yes, I know why there's a reverb. Give me a second. I had to do something because I went to try and tweak it up. There you go, Nev. The reverb is gone now. The thing to be wary of is that we need to ask them what the ideal scenario. So Retrieving says, we know Cruzito's ideal alliance is 70 times 70 plus ops, which I think is ludicrous and ridiculous. Yeah. No, it's good, Ultra. I was clicking a button. I was trying to send something to do something else while I was tweaking at the same time. We have a way, and one of the metas does, and where that the 50-55 op earns 200, while 50 plus earns 100 day. It shows individual progress, which is great. I think this is where Chronox and STFC.Pro can help us. And I don't know how easy it is for them to get that information so that we can all see the info, because I think it would get clouded unless they put them literally into two massive folders. Click here if you're 17 above. Click here if you're 55 and below. However, you know what's going to happen. People get confused. And that'll be something that they will get confused about. Crazy says it's important, especially when they put out events that are alliance focused, which I think is important. Kalimastad said, once you can see a lower ops battle pass event, just not progress, you could just ask randomly if someone needs help. I often check in with lower ops when I've done my things, which is a very good way to do. I know, Zedacron, you jumped on, and I know Shockwave Prime wants to jump in. Zedacron, you jumping with a quick note here, that would be great. Zedacron.
One thing that's really difficult for me, in particular, in helping lower level players in my alliance, is the fact that we have such high research as like G7 players that we can't turn off to help out a G5 player do something that they're having difficulty with. So the ability for us to scale down, that's very hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that one. You know what I'd love to hear from? Retro Fury. You haven't said anything in a while. Retro Fury, what do you think? Like, now you've heard those things. Do you help your lower alliances? What are you getting from your alliance in the lower mid-ops that you would say, do you know what would be great if we could do this and I can help them? Go, Retro.
Crewing. They really have a hard time with what crews to send.
Okay.
With pretty much armadas.
Yes. Yeah, it's like
that's the big thing that comes up all the time.
And is it because they don't know where the tools are? So, like, for example, STFC.PhD puts everything together in one place. Is that still not right?
They don't know about the tools. They don't know about them.
Okay.
They don't know about, like, even Twitch, or to watch a streamer, or YouTube.
Yeah.
They don't know about the various spreadsheets. I don't know if they would be into them, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much of that they would be into. We have a Discord. We do put everything on the Discord.
Yeah.
But it seems like, we do a Chromata or something of that nature, and we still get, we get like a PvE crew and not an Armada crew. So, that is the big thing.
So maybe...
But I've noticed that
Yeah.
one of the things in my alliance is that, though people have been progressing up from the 50s to the 60s, it's really more between like the 40s and the 60s maybe, where there's having issues, because once they go 61, they seem to know what they're doing.
Yes. That's interesting. That's good. And I don't know how we can fix that without actually saying people. Ultravedica's come up with a solution saying if field training could just show people the right stuff, like start an armada with this crew, or give them the basic setup, like, Pike Moreau Chen, Pike Moreau Talan, 4 interceptors, here's your armada clue. Chase these crew. Here's your basic crew to get going.
Well, and how to read the information for each crew. Like,
Yes.
this is what that means.
Yeah, exactly. What status effects are. And if people are not watching YouTube, Twitch, or any other CC, or read the blogs or whatever, how in-game can people be helped with that, I think is quite critical to make people understand. I mean, even Lady Command saying there are a lot of people that spend a lot of their free time playing and don't have extra time to listen to streams. Absolutely agree. Yes, Netniv, before I jump into a few people.
I was going to say I kind of agree with kind of what Aardvark first time chatter is saying. That
Aardvark, and then you cut off. Sooner or later, the
Sooner
less
or
informed
later,
players
knowledge.
need to take some responsibility for their lack of game knowledge. The information's out there and easy to find via their alliance, content creators, and STFC. Agreed.
I'm
Yes.
super psyched. I'm super psyched, Nigel, with the quick videos that you are proposing to put together. I'm going to be putting those, propagating that all through my Discord, because the real thing is when you have somebody who's excited, right?
Yes.
They're pumped. They just start like kind of either re-engaged in the game, or they're like all of a sudden something's clicked and they're like, oh, okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, now they're starting to come for you for advice. And for us to be able to point them to quick information that's succinct, said, they can get a little self-help, right? So, it's always great when somebody's like motivated, and that's the thing. You just want to try and help those players that are motivated stay that way, right? Especially because we've had we've taken a couple hits. We're kind of down, a little bit, and that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep all those players motivated and focused on the content. And it's not players like that aren't even focused on the newer content. It's just trying to get that existing content and helping them understand what they need to do to get it done. So that's why I'm where I'm at in terms of an alliance, because I like helping people. I think that's the fun part about this. That's the fun part of the community aspect for me.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And I will dig those videos out, because I've actually made slides for each one, because their videos are supposed to be under 30 seconds, and they are so far. And a lot of them are like 20 seconds long, so that people can just listen going, oh, I get what this does. Even Yuki says, I ran to the problem also where people are not on Discord and do not know where to find all this stuff as to do a lot of this, and they think it's like any other game where you log on, play the game, and you learn as you go and ask people, and that's it. And they do not see anything like that. I will tell you this though, Quazel's also part of it. We're part of a cadets corner, so we have an extra chat in our game. And people don't seem to ask the questions, to be honest, because Quazel's not on the stage anymore. And what they ask is more of like, how do I mine ore? How do I do this? How do I do that? Which you would have thought, if you followed the missions, would be critical. Matt Flat, who's in my server and my alliance, says some people don't care. What was recruiting recently, and Ops57 says he didn't want any crew help and he was not recruited. Well, he's certainly not going to come to mind. Yes, Shockwave Prime. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, you're good. No worries.
Yeah.
I just someone asked a few minutes ago what Cruzito's ideal alliance is.
Oh God.
And I was simply going to come up with a quip saying it's an alliance with 15 allied other alliances to aid them. So his alliances have a lot of friendlies and allies.
No, not yet. STFC Data Jesse, you're welcome to come into the stage, and I would love you to come on as well if you wish to join that. Yes, can he find enough people that are friends? A Shockwave? Can he find enough?
Cruzito? I don't know. I don't think Cruzito has that many friends. No, I'm totally kidding.
Yeah.
Is he super friend shaped?
I love Cruz. Yeah. I did want to touch on something that Retro said, and that a couple other people have said too.
Of course.
I think people as a whole also need to be a little bit more open to ideas, because I've literally like scanned people as they're out doing whatever, and they're rocking with Pike Moreau Chin, and they're in Sigma territory. And I've said, hey, that doesn't really work up there. And their response is, well, hey, it works for me. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not really doing anything for you. And I think people just need to be a little bit more open to some of the ideas that people throw out there, because, I think player pride actually gets in the way of a lot of progression in this game. And I've noticed that, especially, on the server I'm at now, there's, I've been told that there's a lot of people that think that they know more than everybody else. And I've scanned them and I'm like, their crews are a little subpar. And I think if you can kind of move yourself out of the way and look at, okay, is there any way that I can actually make my situation better?
Yeah.
Can I add 2 or 3 hostiles per hole? Or do I just want to be that old curmudgeon that, that says, oh, what I've got works well enough and I'm not going to mess with it? I think if you're not learning, you're falling behind. So I would err on the former, that, always be open to a new crew or to try new things, because at the end of the day, I think all of us, from the strongest player in the game to the weakest, obviously, I think all of us could learn from each other and do things a little bit better.
Exactly, and Ultravetica brings up a good point before Cruz Eater comes in and slaughters you. He says cadets thingy is up to ops 20. Yes, it should go up to ops 20. You just made the list. Yeah, exactly. Cruzito, there's a lot of defense here. Go ahead, buddy.
So yeah, I figured since my name got called out directly, I was going to come out
I
here.
love you, Cruz. I love you. Don't make it
can I
hurt
get
too bad, Cruz.
enclave in my veil, because that would be phenomenal. So I think, Nigel, one of the things, and I this is why I kind of pressed a little bit, right? It would be great for us to have an understanding about what Scopely is trying to get out there when they're talking alliances, right? Because, for instance, like on my alliance, and I know Retrieving has talked about it there, and Shockwave, them.
Yeah.
The one big thing is, for instance, in my alliance, there's only 3 of us that are above 70.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody else is below there.
Uh-huh.
And the one thing I find difficult is trying to give the advice, right? Because either one, the players are going through it slowly, right? I'm on a legacy server, so most of these 60s, 65s have been playing it for the 6-7 years.
Yeah.
So they're seeing it all. Where if you're on a new server, then obviously you've got players that jump over with an altar, or if they want to do stuff, and they have all this history. But I do think one thing that is coming to mind is that now that they're starting to split up the bands a little bit, is that a signal from Scopely letting us know you need to have a well-balanced alliance, and the days of a 70 all the way down to a 25, that's just not going to work anymore because of the style or the way that we're making the game.
Yeah.
We don't want that, right? We want you guys to be closely grouped, maybe plus or minus 5 ops or 10 ops, right? Whatever that looks like. Because for me, again, I struggle with trying to help out the lowers, not only because I have research. I can send a Kumari out there and I'm still, destroying things that, some of the other players can't.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that would be important for us to understand, especially for the community that's involved, right? Or players that have been doing this for a long time. What is it they expect out of us, or what does it look like from their side? And maybe that gives us some insight going forward. Over.
Yeah, no, absolutely agree. I think you bring up good points, and hopefully, I don't think they'll ever really tell us what the insight is, but if we can get some sort of ideal of what their sort of mathematics are around that, and what is your ideal average, sort of alliance level is, and what do you expect them to have, and what do you do they expect them all to be 60s? You expect them all to be this? Do you expect them all to be that? And so on and so forth. That is a very good point, and that's something that we can definitely ask the question. And once I have a solid answer, I will do that, because I don't think I should speculate on that. I do know that some of the stuff they've calculated is based on a bunch of like 60 players in an alliance. At I don't know what ops level, but maybe an average, not ops 60. But I think the important thing. Challenge also, Amiga J says, Nigel, do you think the people quit because they're on a bad server and they can't change to a different one? No, I think I think if people just took a deep breath on Arc Falls, we'd be able to get through this a lot better. I think the problem is, and it's been brought up by loads of people that I've read here on the Twitch chat, who just say, but people don't want to go out and look for things. People just want to come and play. People don't want to do this and that and the other. And they don't realize this is not...
And Nigel, that was something I was going to bring up too, right? When this game first started, it was a promotional idea, right? The new movie, the Calvin movies were coming out, so it was like, hey, let's see if we can throw a bone out there, kind of invigorate the community, see if we can get it. And then a lot of players have said this is just my basic clicker game. It's on mobile, whatever it is. And then over the 7 years, it really has grown more into a larger MMORPG type of perspective, right? And I think That's the difference, right? Everybody that's here now, right? We're all into the math and the spreadsheets and getting all into that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you look at a lot of players that are like, hey, I just want to come in. I've got 30 minutes of the day and I'm just going to come in and do, a couple of button clicks and collect my dailies or do whatever it is. I'm out of here. Maybe I spend the most of the day just BSing with folks in chat.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the one thing is that there's such a massive difference between, your competitive players versus your super just, hey, I want to come and hang out players. And I guess that's the question, right? Looking from Scopely, and I haven't really seen it from them in a long time of what is it that they're trying to put out, right? Because
Yeah.
we continually keep saying, oh, it's all about the community, it's all about this.
Yes.
But is that really what it is? Or is that just something we're inferring and taking on upon ourselves, right? Like what what is it that they're trying to put out? I guess if we can get
So,
that, if you will.
so I'd rebuff that a little bit because honestly, I don't think that they have a good idea of what the community. But they have an idea of what they want to do to make money. So I guess for science, sure,
Yeah.
give us that answer.
They do have
But
a number. I will tell you this. They definitely 100% have a number. I have seen a number, and I'm just trying to remember
100%.
it.
I believe that.
Yeah.
But
Can I
where the
respond to
community?
like three things real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because people keep talking over and over, and I can't get a word in. So one thing somebody said about people need to take responsibility of go out and find the information. You're assuming every single person has the time to do that they actually understand what they're looking at, or that they're even technical enough to figure out how to install Twitch. I have a large part of my alliance at 60 plus, or just not technical at all. And that's too much to ask for them. They want that information in the game. Somebody said something about as well for G7 players not being able to turn off our research to help lower players. And I've been thinking about this for a couple months is we need something similar to the Cerritos or Titan A, where we can buff other players, but it's not based on their research. It's based on our research.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let everybody else go back to talking.
Yeah, one thing to sort of bring up, because I'm trying to spread this. I know it's quite a tense one, but I also am quite aware that some execs are in the chat. Is that CJ says if they want lower levels to progress, they need to up 55. They should give away free building and research queues. Absolutely agree, and it's something that Killer Angel's been advocating for, which is really important. Omega Prime, thank you very much for coming in. 7 streak, and then Ititio says. Replies to LOD's like, oh, I know, hopefully the issue resolves itself shortly. Kept myself and Trek have gotten a voice about the game. We're talking about them. Absolutely agree. Goes both ways. It shows that Lady Commando saying that now the spread has become too big in our alliance, which is something that's really critical for people to sort of figure out. And that spread becomes harder because you almost need 2 admirals in a weird way. And I don't know if that works. We have a junior alliance and we have a main alliance. And we use it as like the theory of wrestling where Raw and SmackDown and you come into the big leagues. We have an admiral that deals with the junior alliance, and what his job is to get everyone past the 55 mark to then come and join us. Some of them will become like a little bit lower. They'll come in lower, but they're very good with crews, and we believe that they'll benefit from going higher. So you move them up. There's a little gray area. I wonder whether the gray area will shrink. I wonder whether they're going to make the 3 battle passes situation whereby 0 to 40, 40 to 60, and 60 and above. I wonder when the stage that will come, because I think that will. They'll have to put a lot of people behind it, and hopefully they'll be able to do stuff. CJ says Alliance tried to do that, but fell back in the year. Actually, mine's been running. I think almost 4 years, and we it's been working like a treat. We just recruit people, bring them up. Their job is just to find more and more new people in there. Beachwell also wrote on Twitch that our server used to have multiple junior alliances, but due to the server that continued to happen, there isn't enough players left to do that, sadly. General Hogue says when you congratulate all the bigs together in the server, the whole server seems to suffer. This when you congregate, you suffer. This gets into PvP aspect and too much rule from few alliances. Absolutely agree. But this is where where we as advocates here can sort of push towards, and we need to ensure that we get people. So that's why I'm trying to create this Discord, not for selfish reasons, more for the fact to go, we can put the mid-ops here who really want to learn, who might spread it to other mid-ops that will turn up there. We want people like Mufasa, who's, sort of doing the sort of ops, mid-ops level, or Dark Tree Gaming, or any of those people who are doing the mid-ops, and Drastic Leak and all of them. Very good people who do mid-ops level. Because I jumped into a mid-ops stream today and was quite surprised in the lack of information that they're aware of, and the lack of information that's aware by the players that they're bringing with them, who are all starting in Ops 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're miles away. And that's really important in there. J-Bib says that I've been in a couple of alliances that had junior ones. Failure. No one wants to be in the main one, and it's difficult to do. Well, we achieved it, didn't we, Maflat? He's still in the chat. We've achieved it beautifully. We run them as two separate alliances. There's, if they're OPC, you go after them. As simple as that. And that is really important to sort of do, and we keep it going. Yes, Chris Pike.
So again, I think we are the community. Yeah. This whole forum is really about giving Scopely the feedback. So again, to Cruzito's point, for science, fine. Let's find out what their target is.
Yes.
But really, we're the community telling them, hey, this is what the players are looking to do. This is what we're trying to do. I'm trying to bolster their ecosystem, right? I could stay up. Again, this is not a harp on what I'm about me, but I could be in an alliance with a bunch of other 70s, all kicking ass in events and doing and taking, and just focused on all of that. But really what happens then is the servers end up getting merged.
Yeah.
Because a senior server like the one that I'm on today, that's 6 to 7 years old, is not getting new players. They're not dropping new players into our server. Not unless you've transferred, right? That's the only way that's happening. So to grow the server, really only the way to do that is to support the player base that's playing on it. And improve how, though, again, you're not going to get everybody. Like you said, some people are just going to want to play the game for 15 minutes, do their mining, collect their things. Yeah. I have players that in my group that just like basically the photo stamp of the person, right? Yeah. The crew, they like collecting the ships. And they don't really have an interest in doing any, I call it, I hate to use another game, but the Farmville aspect of the game, right? Yeah. And you have others that are PvP players, and then you have people that are sort of in between that kind of focus on the events.
Yes.
So it can be, depending on the alliance, it could be all things for all people. Yes. But we're that community telling the game maker that's how the community is, right?
Yeah,
In the end, though, it is a Star Trek. The IP that it's based on is a community, a giant community.
Yeah.
And if they want to continue to tap in and improve this, and if I'm Paramount also with what's kind of happening with the IP at this point, it's all stopped, right? In terms of new production. If I'm trying to continue to promote this this IP, then this is how you do it. It's in forum. This is basically another forum for the IP to continue to exist.
Yeah, exactly. And I can tell you the IP is continuing. Like I know they haven't announced it, but I'm doing something.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah,
I'm just,
100%.
but this doesn't. But this again. So that's how people continue to stay excited about it, right? Whether they do or don't. That's those are financial and artistic decisions.
Yes, of course.
And how it progresses. Right. But what's important is there's this fan base that still, they go to the conventions, they go on the cruises, they do all the things, they talk, they have these different forums. This is another version of that forum. There are people that want to play in the fantasy world that this is about.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Trying to help those people do it. That's really what I'm about.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
And that's what.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how the game player. I'm not. I'm not a game maker, but I know from being in tech companies before. You want to keep your customers' eyeballs on your thing, because the more they're playing your game, the more they're thinking about how I can improve, the more likely they're spending money. Yeah. That improves everybody's experience.
Exactly. No, absolutely agree. And Lady Command, you've been brilliant in the chat as well. I can see that you're bouncing ideas across of what people do on the different alliances. And Zedacron was going to jump on stage, but he's got bad signal and says, one thing I'd love to do is have the option to pass on my Armada loot I don't need to my lower ops players. I don't need the G5 and below chests. Let me help other players. Another great suggestion. A replicator setup, something that was brought up about 2 years ago from one of the devs in Scopely who said this is something we're looking into and hopefully something they will do one day. But right now, with Alliance tournaments getting a boost, hopefully we'll get an Alliance-based tasks that allow us all to get involved in a very important way and get involved with all our ops levels. So, the main thing aspects is I'm just going to give the quick summaries here in that we have, shows that once you get the sphere, the rest of it is easy. Yes, the tasks is a pain and something they will look at. Hopefully they'll change the way they do the tasks. If they don't, that's the way they're going to do it, sadly, at the moment. It's, Shockwave Prime's going to put some great things. Sniper has said that, the Vengeance is Mine events are back, and that opens up the door, and there's loads of really good things that are coming out through there. Cruzito says that we need to find out what the number is, which is, I think, very vital to try and find out what is important for us to sort of help our Alliance teammates. But I hope they listen to this and sort of figure out what people are looking for. So I'm going to give people a chance to sort of jump in with like limited thoughts to sort of see what their final, sort of conclusion is. We have legendary Ultravedica. Please, let's give him a shout out into the chat. He's wonderful. You'll find him at very good time. So if NetNiv or MJ Hack, can you just throw a little shout out for me for Ultra? Ultra, what have you thought from this discussion? Anything you'd like to say? And obviously, please plug away anything that would help out as well. Ultra.
I'm just happy that I'm still awake. To be honest, it's 7:30 a.m. It's 7:30 a.m. in my time zone. So that's what I'm trying to say. I've specially stayed awake just so I can have the STFC Briefings experience. I'm just happy. This might sound weird, but I'm just happy with how respectful people have been with everyone having getting their ideas and input out there and stuff like that. I'm cautiously optimistic with all the things that are happening, and I think that's for me that's the way I take it. I like to see how it is when it comes out. I shared with you my idea of what I made up last year about would be great if Alliance tournaments was a bit more streamlined, a bit more thing.
Yes,
I'd love it if there was an actual Alliance task that everyone in your Alliance can contribute to for the points.
Yes, for
Alliance tournaments, rather than just everyone just individually throwing points into a pot. I really hope it's a nice refresh and it lasts longer than the refresh for Incursions did.
Well, you got to test it, and none of us did. You got to have the fun, which is the frustrating thing. Is I was like, I'd love to see more of that. But please, he's wonderful. Do follow him. Do help him. Me, Nigel, not Ultra. I would love to see Ultra get big numbers and make to partners. So do support him, even if it's a lurk in any way. And he does do these things called duck races. I don't understand them. There's not jeopardy and death and destruction that happens around the world that I prefer in my marble streams, which are really really vital. But he does do marbles. It was funny to watch him do marbles. Okay, so wow, people are dying. I've never seen people die. Okay, that's interesting.
It's marbles is fast paced. Where mine is just Sunday drivers but it's little cute ducks.
Exactly.
No, I do STFC 3 times a week, and people are more welcome to lurk and jump in and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Because if I'm doing something wrong, everyone's learning how not to do something, and that's for me. That's where my fun begins.
Exactly. Please do follow him and have a look at him. And he's 3 times a week, so you can catch him at least one of those days, if not all 3, and help him out. Chronox says maybe Alliance tournament tasks like the tasks we have now for the Borg or the weekly tasks. I think there's some options. And CJ Becker says he's tired of grinding for the whole Alliance. Sniper, you didn't get to say much today, but any thoughts that you want to bring into the Scope Meisters and what you like to say and throw yourself into?
Now, you know me, I always have a few thoughts. I would just give people plenty of time to speak and think of different things. I just think, in general that, people want to see the game succeed across regardless of levels, right? And I think there's, just little things that would, go a long way. Some,
Yeah.
improvements and rewards and other things that, things that we haven't had, great sourcing for. And maybe alliance tournaments is the way to do it through a refresh or,
Yeah.
other things that would really kind of like help bridge the gap for the community. So I think, tying in with things like, hey, addressing, the FT and CT, change
Oh yes, big
currency,
time.
right?
Yeah.
Challenges, helping with prototype tech, something that's been, out there for a while. So I think there's lists out there, Nigel, and I think you've provided some and helped the community like put together like different things that we'd like to see from a prioritization factor. Like obviously we always talk about bug fixes and things, but I think there's also various different things that would be important for us to see,
Yes.
but because we want to see, we want to see the game succeed. We want to, ultimately support the bug fixes, and those of us who do, go well beyond free to play, functionally fund the game. We do want to pay, but we want to pay for things
Yes.
that are good and beneficial, right, to us. So I think I just kind of leave it on that thought,
That's
for
lovely. Yeah.
Scopely, the devs to think about, just like, help us help you.
Yeah, exactly. Help us, help you, which is very, very well put together. And Sniper, there's a lot of people saying Sniper for STFC press secretary, STFC Briefings press secretary. That is your new title. So there you go, Sniper.
All right.
Yeah. Just send you out there. There you go, buddy. Yeah, you go and tell them what we're trying to do, and what is really important. As Retro Fury, anything you'd like to jump in with? Thank you very much for joining us. I know it's quite an atmosphere
Yes.
in here. It quite an
I
atmosphere.
wanted to say I wanted to say that I do like the is it the SLBs or the ALBs that they
Yeah.
have during alliance tournaments
Yes.
for the alliance where you can get extra points and that sort of thing.
Oh yes.
I
Yeah.
really do like that, and I think it helps some people on the alliance get involved because pretty much half the alliance does stuff, the other half doesn't.
Yes.
And so that's one way that people get involved in doing some of the alliance tasks. So I do hope they continue to do those sort of things.
Yeah, no, absolutely agree. And I think that's it shows that the feedback's come. It's interesting to listen to feedback from all the different levels, isn't it? That's one thing I've realized about this is I go, oh my God, I don't actually know as much as I want to know. I need to know more so I can help as many people as possible. And I think it's vital, even with, ridiculous retro, as we call you. Do you know what I mean? Like coming up with your...
Well,
yeah.
I can't even believe how much I forgot, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember really, except for being stuck at like Ops 49 forever because of ore or something like that. Like I don't remember all the progression, and some people really have a good memory, and then so many things have changed as well. So one of the things that if they do make changes to the alliance tournaments, I hope that one of those things is not taking away events.
Oh yeah. I hope they don't. In fact, I hope they add more events, if anything like that.
Yeah.
Because that will be really important. Because it does increase participation. Also, do you know what would be good? Just like top right hand corner, you know where it says like events and battle pass. Just put a big. What did we used to have? Boldly go, like a boldly go. We're starting alliance tournaments is on right now. Do you know what I mean? Like a really big thing. So I hope they do something like that. That would be amazing because that would make a lot of people sort of be aware that it's actually happening and going, which is really true. So no, I appreciate you, Retro. I would like to see you back here again, as well as Ultravetica as well. Because
Thank you for having me.
no, it's always have great people. This is open invite. Everyone says, "What's the agenda? What's the stuff?" I'm like, I throw the agenda in, and people come in and throw their opinions, and we get guided by the people as best ways we can. With obviously, I have bullet points where to go to with things, but I like to let people be able to to say their things, which I think is very important. Does anyone want to listen about NetNav? No? Okay, MJ Hat, what would you like to say? Just
Well,
That you love
man,
Netniv?
I honestly, no, yeah, well, and you know what? Netniv gets a lot of flack from the community, but at the same time,
He's great.
he deserves every bit of it. Keep smacking him around, people. That's important. um, no, in all seriousness, with the Lions tournaments, man, and I know that's been really the focus for today.
Yeah.
My thoughts. I know change is coming. We've expected change for a little while. Let's be honest. I'm not opposed to it. Just I hope it's kind of like how you said, a soft reset. That's just where we're at.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that a little bit more later. So
Yeah. Definitely soft reset, which hopefully get us more tasks, more things. Netniv, anything you want to pop in with? Community mod's going to save the world.
Yeah, I wish. But obviously we'll be keeping an eye out on Tuesday, and hopefully it'll be a smooth thing. Most of the updates so far have gone okay, but if you do have issues, jump in on Mod Discord, and we'll probably have a hotfix in the info channel.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you can create an exclamation point mod in. We can do a shortcut there, but do put the Discord in there for anyone that needs to.
What, you
follow
like that one?
Oh, okay. So you did that without permission. Great, thanks. No, I'm kidding. I'm thinking, Zebilus, thanks for following us. I know we're about to start marbles soon as well.
Did I hit that one though?
Sorry. Yeah.
Well, Lost in wants a command.
Oh, he wants a command called son of a. Lostin is not banned from the stage. He's allowed to speak. He just keeps talking about G. Once G5 scrapping comes, Lostin's back is allowed to speak on stage. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully they add badges to the Alliance store. Yes, General Hoke. Loads more badges. Just give us more badges. Hey, Landshark, you are coming towards the end as we're about to kick off into marbles, and we will raid out to a potential good friend of mine who knows me quite well. It would be quite a surprise who you're going to go to. So it would be amazing to throw a big number at them as well, which is why I sort of announced it as there. For the rest of the panel, is there anything else you guys like to come in? Unmute yourself, and I will just call you out, and we'll go for it. Otherwise, I'll push the button to marbles, hopefully. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Well done, people. That's a great stream, great chat. Next week, I'm going to do Twitch on Wednesday because I'm filming quite heavily late on Thursday, and I will do the VIP one the opposite way around for that as well. And we will be moving on to marbles, and we'll get some giveaways. Here we go. It's on the stage, and if you wish to join, this is your moment. I'm about to press play. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Hold yourself, Calmistad. Exclamation point play into the chat. Let's go. Out of our 5 giveaways, one of them, the last one will be a t-shirt unless a hype chain starts and we get to another level 5, because we got one level 5 today, which is absolutely amazing, which is great. Exclamation point play into the chat. Got loads of stuff happening here. It's going to be chaotic and chaos and everything that sort of goes in there. Exclamation point play. Let's go. You get to win a mug, and you get to choose any mug because we have so many on STFC briefings now. It doesn't matter what you pick, so you can have any of them. And Lum is going to go for his multiple wins. Netniv, I don't know what's happening here, but please do join. Please help us. Everything goes to charity. Amy Winehouse Foundation this month, and towards the end of the month, we will be handing a community mod check in some legal way. However we figure that out, that'll be between me and Netniv. As a thank you for everything he does, like we've done with STFC.pro as well. Dr. Iron Chef, you made it in. Exclamation point play. Let's go, let's go, go. Muggington's McGee. There's loads of mugs to go. And I'm pressing start, so you got 10 seconds and we can kick off. Look at that viewership at 180 people. We do have, bloody hell, we have 110 people in this marble, so this is the time to throw some bits in. 50 bits and more to cause havoc. This is the time. This is the thing to try and cause us. Here we go. Marbles begin for a giveaway. And things are sort of kicking off. They're going round the corner. No one's throwing any bits. Oh, there's an explosion that happened. KJ's not even here, which means you have a better chance of winning. We've gone ahead to try and find the next person that sort of gets through. We're trying to work our way through. Look at this battle that's happening here between everyone sort of collated together. Any bits, 50 bits or more creates havoc. 88 players, sorry. 88. Yes, you're right. As we keep going through, what a battle that is. So that tells you the number. Ultravetica. Let's watch Ultravetica. Ultra la 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 la. See, everyone's getting smashed. Ultra's taking his time at the back, working his way forward. Look at the battle that's going here. Look, this is the key. I'm going to give you the view. Who's going to come down the big ramp of Dune? 50 bits by Lodocron to cause a couple of havocs and shenanigans, which causes the madness to go through. But it looked like Retro Fury's taking a huge lead. Retro Fury's just gone past everybody. Retro Fury's just gone ahead. Look at that. She battles her way through. Defeats Good and Evil. Right behind her is Realm. Ruby's here as well. Ruby, you never speak. You're always welcome on the stage, Ruby. Please do come and speak next time. Ruby, Retro, and Rage. Okay, there's too many R people. And Rico. Wait, Netniv, what's going on? Retro, Rage, Ruby, and Rico are all after each other. That's
you got to roll your R's, obviously.
Yeah, and then Zero just comes in saying, hi, I'm here, hi. And as we battle around the corner, Cruzito just died. Taco Check Mech has died. Age Starve is still working his way to the front. Then he gets beaten by Zero. Zero's beating everybody. Zero's got ahead. There's no way Zero can lose this. There's no way. Zero, take your time. Just get past the roundabout. It's really easy. Just get past it. We're almost there. Retro, Zero is battling his way through. Retro's trying to war. Zero to win. Will it be Coke Zero or will it be full fat? Let's see what's going to happen. Zero. You can't possibly lose. 100 bits. Rage Starve. Zero just jumped over it. Nay, never jumped over it. And, oh my God. Rage jumped over it. Why did you jump over it? Mickey the Moose jumped over it. Evil jumped over it. Mickey the Moose. And the winner is Akarim. Akram Jins, well done, buddy. We are on a hype strain. Off we go. Akram Jins, Cyrodians is second, Omega J third, and everyone else is dying. There's so many deaths happening. Rage Starve through that 100 bits the right time. Ostis streaking at 20 stream streak. Ostis, let's crack this on. Here we go. Look at this battle that's happening. Great win by Akaram Jinis. Exclamation point Discord, my lovely friend. Find me on the right hand side. Nigel Exec producer. Send me a DM. I'll sort all these out tomorrow. I've got a rush today. At the end of today, so we'll do that. Okay, great win by Akarim. Thank you very much for the win. Now let's get on to number 2 of 5, unless the hype train reaches level 5. Let's go! Exclamation point play into the chat for another mug. So Akarim, you win a mug, a chance for you to win 2 mugs if you want, and maybe you win a set and make it really lovely. Here we go, exclamation point play into the chat, exclamation point play, let's go. Let's see how things happening, and we'll see what's going on. Jump on in, exclamation point play into the chat. Let's happen a roll. Lodicron. Ooh, oof, go. A chance to cause all dismiss. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left on the level 1. We only need 2 subs to get to level 2, which is not far away. I've put it on easy, so it's all good. And all towards our lovely Amy Winehouse Foundation. Exclamation point play, let's go. Before I press the button, give you 10 seconds. I'm going to give people 10 seconds from Rage Starve, you pushed it in. Candid Onion, Sammy the Titch. Sammy Stitch made it in. Mr. Tony, sir, you made it in time. I'm going to press start. 10 seconds to go. Exclamation point play. 8 seconds for exclamation point play before we kick off. Christian, you managed to make it in. Ryan, you made it in. Here we go for a giveaway. Here we go, giveaway number 2. Let's go. What a battle this is. And here we go. I've taken a lead, which is really weird because I've now changed to this classic card to see what happens. But J-Babes has just gone ahead of everybody. What an explosion has happened here. 100 bits by Simon Says to cause the havoc in there and try and cause some havoc. Lum just died. Everyone else has died. Cotton's Tail just died. Candid Onion died. Everyone's dead. I've never seen so many deaths in my life. Dark Smith got boosted. Killer Angel got swapped, which means he's still in it with a chance. We're chasing Sniper around, seeing what he can do, but we have a little bit of a battle here. Evil XP always seems to win. Evil XP's got everything. What a cheer here by Beached Whale. Beached has caused some havoc. He's opened a few things and everyone's dying. Evil XP's died. The real Sojin. This real Sojim has got a chance here. The real Sojim. No, you need to go the other way. Sojim, the other way. You need to go the other way. Oh, for God's sake. No, past the roundabout. Get past the roundabout. Bright just died. Mr. Tony Sir died. Kevin's died. Jim P.I. just died. Those bits have caused havoc. Mushir has died. Sammy Stitch has died. Oh, no, Sammy. Come on. You might have a chance here. And look at this. Real Sojim's going, okay, it's okay. You can throw stuff at me. Zelibus has died. Omega J's died. Here we go. We're moving our way through. The real Sojim's gone in there. STFC Data Jess just died, sadly. Oh, Sojim just died. You just fell through the... Why'd you fall through the hole? Lady Command's in the lead. Oh my God. Lady Command to do this. Lady Command can make this dream happen. Lady Command's gone past everybody. And he's going around the corner. Lady Command's going to win this. Oh my God. Lady Command's got a chance here. Okay, Lady Command, you've got just a little corner to get through. You've got Mustachio roundabout and then past his way through. We only need 1 sub or 500 bits to get us to the next level. Lady Command, you can do it. Lady Command just working her way around the corner. Look at this. Lady's going, I'm not cursed. I'm going to win this. She gets past the explosion. She gets past the roundabout. Niv, what's going on? It's a chance here. Wow.
She might do it.
Amiga J cheered with 100 bits, erased after 100 bits, and did that. And who we go to the next level of the hype train, and they're going to win. And the winner is, oh my, Akarim. Akarim, I mean, that is ridiculous. Akarim,
I mean,
you have a choice.
2 mugs or a t-shirt?
2 mugs, or you can swap the 2 mugs for a t-shirt. Your choice, Akarim. Go to stfcbriefings.com. Well done on winning twice. Lady Command, you.
Yeah, Ruby, you might think it's rigged. And you'd probably be right, because, like, come on, that's twice in a row.
Yeah, so, Lady Command, what happened is there was a hole there, and you just had to go through the hole, and you missed the hole. So that's okay. Akarim, I can't believe Akarim. I don't think anyone's ever won twice in a row before. 2 mugs, or you can have a t-shirt instead of the 2 mugs. Your choice. Let's go to number 3. I know, Ricardo. Exclamation point play into the chat. Let's go. Giveaway number 3 out of 5. Here we go. People are diving in. Everything's coming in. Exclamation point play. Let's go. What a battle this is. We're still holding the good numbers and everything like that. This should be great. Let's keep it doing.
Should we be doing a...
Yeah, let's do a prediction. Let's do a prediction. NetNiv's going to put a prediction. Don't worry, I'll give you time to do the exclamation point play and the prediction. Please go and do the prediction, which is a challenge for channel points. How many people are going to finish the race? This is a chance for people that want to throw some bits in to cause some absolute havoc, because I think that would be fun and really cool to do. It'd be amazing to see what you guys can do to achieve those things. So put your prediction into there.
And just as a public safety announcement,
yes,
if you don't wish Akarim to win a 3rd race, you might want to blast him off the board.
Yeah, we could do that. Exclamation point play. Let's go. As we crack on, and we can do it. Yeah, Akram's like, wait a minute. If I win 3 in a row, what happens? You win the whole store. Like the whole store. Yeah, 2 subs or 690 bits left for the next level, and we can continue on. Okay, I'm going to press start.
I think Tibbs is suggesting that you convert it to a windbreaker.
Tibbs, did you see the ad with you starring in it? That's going to be fun. Go. Here we go. The ad with Tibbs in. I will release it on YouTube so Tibbs can officially go to his lawyer and completely slaughter me. Thanks for sending me that video, Tibbs. And does that. Simon says it's taking a huge lead. 1 bit. 3 dots, dude. Oh, 3 dots is following us here. You must be following to win, and a chance to win some mugs. Some freelancer with 100 bits, 50 bits or more to cause havoc. A Q dog be lurking, throwing 100 bits to try and cause some havoc. Ryan's been boosted. Sniper's been iced, which means he's not losing at least. He's at least not losing. Simon says working way through a little bit of a... Oh, God, it's a maze, but he's got through it. He's still heading ahead. Why is your rail so bright yellow? No one knows. And here we go. Hype Train is at level 2. So 1 sub or 490 bits to go. You Calamstad, you're dead. John Drillier says, Susie, you're dead. Dark Mysel's dead. McShiz, you died. Domo's right behind. Simon says he's trying to do a little tactic here. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Domo's won before. He knows how to win. Simon says, like, I've got to win one of these. Domo's tried to blast past him, but Simon says, like, nope, you're not getting past me. And it's working your way through. Simon says, got a chance. Beach Whale with 200 bits. Wow. To cause some shenanigans. Panaman just died. And then Simon says just died, which put the one and only General Hoke just fell down to the bottom tier. General Hoke is taking a weird lead. General Hoke, look at him. He's right there. General Hoke's going to work his way through.
Did I win yet?
No, not yet. No, KJ will be joining the next one, and he will be giving away... No, he's not.
Wait.
No, I joined.
Wait.
Did you join? Okay, KJ to win. Where's KJ going to win? Wow, 200 bits by Simon says to blast everybody. Omega Prime just died. Drastically just died. General Hoke.
What?
General Hoke's got to win. Oh, my God. Evil Smurf. General Hoke, you've got a chance. General Hoke's got to win this. General Hoke, please. You just got to make it through. General Hoke.
No, it went backwards. Oh,
no. General Hoke, you missed. You missed it. You just got to get through the barrier. Task Force, Evil, Domo, Ryan.
Wow.
Lum's ass. Lum's ass just won. Lum, what's going on? Have you got Lum's ass just won. Lum's ass, please, exclamation point Discord.
Lum must have hemorrhoids.
Yeah. Lum must have hemorrhoid. Lum's ass is rated in. Lum's ass, if someone tag him in there, please do go to exclamation point Discord. Find me on the right-hand side. Nigel, exec producer, Lum's ass, and you win a mug from the store, which I think would be amazing.
So, KJ, you were missed last time. You know why?
Why?
You went around to see me win.
Oh God, which would be amazing.
I knew you were gonna. I knew you were going to rub it in his face. I knew it, Niv.
Just knew it. So, KJ, have we? Let's put Bandit Print Den.
Wait. No, I'm not ready. I didn't know. I need someone to give me a sub. I have ads. Somebody give me a sub. I need a sub. Give me a sub.
Oh, for God's sake. He really wants a sub. Jesus Christ. What are we on the hype train anyway? We're on level 3, 5 subs to get us to... and we unlock some great emotes.
Yeah,
as
5
well.
subs, 2.1k. Oh no, there we go. The 4 subs.
Thank you, Simon Says.
K bits.
KJ, are you even gonna banditprintden.com if people want? And what's the code now? VO.
Yeah.
What
Hold on. Let me see. I just woke up, people.
Oh, for God's sake!
Discount.
You mean
It's
you've been
code
sleeping?
Nigel.
Yeah, Nigel with the exclamation point. Exclamation point play into the chat.
Or
Let's go.
code pity mug.
Yeah, he does have. We're making a special pity mug for him. KJ, come on in. Exclamation point play into the chat. For number 4 out of 5, the 5th one is a T-shirt. And if we get this hype train to level 5, this might turn into a T-shirt.
Did we show him the video we had last time? I don't know whether we still got it.
What's that? The video?
Oh, it's in the chat. It's in the chat. It's in Discord chat.
It's in the Discord chat. All right, here we go. Exclamation point play. Oh yeah, that video. Yes, KJ was there to see it. Exclamation point play to do that. So 4 subs to get to the next level of hype train. So we're not far away. This one's for a mug, and then the 5th one will be for a thing. Unless Bandit Print ends, are they doing anything this month? It's up to you. It's fine if it's no.
I can.
Oh, great. Let's do the next one, just so KJ can warm up, get himself ready. So this will be from
Yeah, and he wasn't there to see the video, by the way.
Oh, wasn't he not there to see the video? Okay, 10 seconds left. Exclamation point play to win. You must be following the channel to win this. Then the next one we'll do the banditprintden.com $20 thingy, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Will KJ win, or all the bits are going to cause him havoc? This is your chance to see whether KJ would win. Itzamatsu is in the lead.
Of course, he's not going to win. We can't have a record of a lifetime be broken.
Exactly, 100 bits there by Simon.
We programmed it. We
Freelance.
programmed it so KJ would never win.
He'd never
Remember?
win.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, true. Mashed Potato, 1A's in the lead. J Babes, you just died. Poker Jester just died. Evil Smurf just died. Itzatsu just died. And MJ Hat got swapped with someone. Dundesh just died. Ha! I love when Dundesh dies. I can never win either. Crazy, come on, you got to win. You got to throw some bits in. 100 bits by Tom Freelancer. Chronox just died. Ultravedica's died. Sunny N75 just died. Hopefully he doesn't live really far away in north of London at N75. Mashed Potato is gone past everybody. Mashed Potato's like, hey, and oh my God, Atsuma's right behind him. Zealous behind him, and I'm behind them with my little flashy car. It does that. Also, the one thing I realized in the Marble Store, so if you go to the Marble Store, if you've joined as many races as you have, you've won stuff. Oh my God, KJ's cheered with 100 bits. Someone mark this moment. Sammy Stitch is with 100 bits. Some freelancer with 100 bits. KJ spent bits. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally happened. Oh, KJ spent 100 bits to try and win. Cottontail just died. Carol Crons has died. Panaman's died. Mickey the Moose has died. Jeff James died. Kelrick died. Niv died. Sherlock died. Don't Test in Production died. Cottontail.
I thought Lon was in first again, so I had to give some bits.
Oh, God, yeah, okay. Atsuma is in the lead. Atsuma's got a chance to win this. The bombs are in the way. Avoid the bombs! Oh, God, you just hit the bomb. Evil XP, oh, God, Evil XP just died at death. And Zebulus has got a chance here. Zebulus, one of our new followers, has got a chance to win. Zebulus, all you got to do is get through this. You get through this, you win a mug. It's a great mug. You can choose any of the mugs in STFCbriefings.com. And if even with that, Zebulus, you won. Let's tag him in the chat. The hype train has ended. Thank you very much for that, people. Some lovely little.
You see, Nigel, I just proved scientifically as a fact that if you give bits, you don't win.
No. Zebulus has got a chance here. Zebulus, you won. Congratulations. Exclamation point Discord, buddy. Join our Discord. Find me at the right-hand side. Nigel, send me a DM, and you win a mug from STFCbriefings.com. I'll sort it out tomorrow. Just there's quite a lot to choose from, and that'll be great. Zebulus, congratulations, my friend. You have won a mug. Shall we go with the banditprint.com exclamation point Discord? Yeah, there it is. Just make sure you're doing it. Thank you very much, buddy. You're very well deserved. Thank you for being a supporter.
Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Yeah, I've never danced with the devil in the Dale Pool Night. Nice one there by Lodicron. I know they can't hear it on Discord because I had to mute that. This is for a banditprintden.com $20, is that right? $20 thing, gift card, which which allows you to get one of those beautiful little buddies. You want to get a little buddy? You want to cuddle one? Chance to win one of those. Thank you very much, KJ, for being such a great support and a wonderful member of our community. And
So if I win, I get whatever I want, right?
yeah, if you win, you can get what you want. Yeah, see, what you're doing is you're trying to favor the odds here. So you're hoping people will do that. Exclamation point play. Chance to win a banditprintden.com. If KJ knows who you are, he'll sort you out straight away. If not, we'll see how it goes. $20 there. There's loads of great stuff on there. Here we go. We're going to press start. 10, 9, 8, 7. Cottontail, you made it in last minute. Come on. Exclamation point play. Captain Chris Pike, I think you just about made it. Here we go. 50 bits or more to cause some havoc. And we are ahead. Here we go. The battle begins. Look at this battle. Flossie's trying to take an early lead. Matrox is in the lead. He's trying to... Mr. Tony Sir with a supercar. He's trying to get past everybody. Matrox, remember, you can go to the marble store because you've joined so many of these... races, you do have some credit to spend, so spend it on making your marble really cute and lovely. Martok has got there. Here we go. 10% off Bandit Buddies at banditprintsden.com with the code Nigel exclamation point. KJ just shared 100 bits and he's killed so many people. KJ got boosted twice and he killed at least a dozen people. So many people are dead. Voxus is dead. General Hoax says Insamu's dead, and he's like, oh my god, KJ's thrown absolute wobbler. KJ's got a chance here, and Dundash is taking a huge lead. Dundash is just laughing at everybody, going, I've got my sword, I'm going to kill everybody. Net Nivy just died. Robin likes Harleys. I hope you don't like all the Harleys. It just died. Or you like a woman called Harleys?
Who did I kill? I gave more.
It's just like it's more. Dundash is still in the lead. Dundash, you get to win a beautiful buddy. Chance for... Oh, no. Dundash just hit the explosion and died a death beyond deaths. But it left us with... Stralatorian and Martox Martox got a chance, and Stratalorian has got a chance here to get ahead. He's trying to be there. He's trying to the blue Mandalorian of this group. Stratalorian's make his way through. Martox is very good at winning. He's got tactics. He won the son of a t-shirt last time and a chance to move his way through. Stratalorian's trying to make his... Stratalorian, what happened? You just got dingled. Because Sammy stitched through 100 bits, some freelance 100 bits, KJ through 100 bits and caused havoc, which means the lead is now very interesting because in the background you can see that there's someone in the lead, and that is Daestros. Daestros out of nowhere appears. Daestros going to win this. Kelrick's right behind him. Brightos is right behind him. Daestros wins. Thanks to Daestros, you won a KJ. Oh wait, is he allowed? KJ?
Oh, sorry, I don't care.
KJ's having a sandwich and he says yes. Daestros.
I am having a sandwich actually.
It's just like, yeah, or whatever you're doing. A bandit print den dot mwahaha, Daestros says. Daestros comes.
Just before you rush into the next one, from the previous one, we had 2 wins. So we need to pay out to those who put on 1 to 3.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's pay those out. Well done, Daestros. You won. KJ, you sorting him out? Yeah, he comes to you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and he's eating an apple. It's definitely what Quasel does when he's eating an apple. That's fantastic. Here we go. Yeah, for a t-shirt and the final race. Here we go. Exclamation point play into the chat. Chance to win a son of a t-shirt, or you can choose something a bit more Star Trek-y. But the son of a t-shirt is available. Lostin definitely wants to win it. Lostin is desperate for the son of a t-shirt. This is the one to win, Lostin. If you want that son of a t-shirt, this is your chance to do so. Or you can go to Lostin's store and get something that looks really awkward and weird. I don't know if you put it up there. Exclamation point play. Here we go for the t-shirt and for the Westin. Lostin, this is your son of a t-shirt moment. This is where all the bits need to be thrown in. The prediction has been paid. Who got the most payment out of this?
It was...
Do we have to talk about the prediction?
I'll have to go back.
Do we have to?
Oh god!
Oh, I think MJ's not happy with this.
Oh right, what happened? You lost a lot.
Oh, I only lost 8K.
8K. Oh god, a few good wins here. Exclamation point play for the last race for a t-shirt. Here we go. Who's going to throw the bits in? I think this is going to be chaos here, KJ. This is the one to try and do it. Here we go. We're starting in 10, 9, 8. Will Lostin finally win a son of a t-shirt? Roman Lactari, exclamation point play. Let's go. Last people. KJ, I think, is already in. Amiga J.
To answer
just have to confirm, okay?
It's just like confirm. Here we go. The battles begin.
can do it.
100 bits by Simon. Simon says you can do it. Be done there. Mosher's got a chance. Smelly Beardy's trying to get the lead. People getting dingled, and oh my god, I've never seen so many people die in my life. What's going on? Sammy Stitch is throwing a wobbler, and she's throwing 100 bits to cause some havoc here. Smelly Beardy is still in the lead. Smelly Beardy and Captain Chris Pike are battling between each other. We've got 1 bit cheered by General Hulk to try and cause some sort of commotion and try and jolt marbles, but Smelly Beardy is still ahead. Smelly Beardy is trying to get there ahead of everybody. What a battle this is. Mountain Druid. Smelly Beardy is still ahead there. He wants that t-shirt more than anything in the world. He wants that t-shirt because he can hide his beard. It smells really bad. Well, 1 no echo. 1 bits by KJ. 1 bits by KJ. Cheered 53 times, which is a very weird number to cheer, but that's okay. Doesn't cause enough havoc. Oh wow. 100 bits by some freelancer to try and cause some explosions. Some freelancers boosted himself twice. Ostis, no gravity. Evil Karnak got thrusted. Ooh, probably a bit of action there on a Sunday night. Smelly Beardy still in the lead. Smelly Beardy looks like he's got this. It's an easy win as well. All you gotta do is make it through. Oh god, he just about got through that hole. Smelly Beardy's people gotta throw bits to try and stop this from happening. But out of nowhere, Q-Dog be lurking. Q-Dog be lurking's got a chance here. Q-Dog be lurking taking the lead. Q-Dog is a wonderful supporter of this channel and deserves a win, but then he just stops the roundabout. Jim P.I.'s got a chance here. Here we go. Jim P.I., Q be lurking. Here we go. What a battle. Someone's going to do it here. Mad Hatter, you just died. Jim P.I., Q be lurking. Smelly Beardy. Who's going to win this? Guys, you don't have the momentum. Who's going to got the momentum? Smelly Beardy, you missed. Captain Chris Pike is the winner of the t-shirt. Oh my god, of all the people. Well done, Chris Pike.
Hey, Nigel.
Yeah.
Dastro is donating it back to the community, so we have to re-go.
Okay, we'll re-go. Well done, Captain Chris Pike. You have won a t-shirt. Retrofuel's like, son of a... yes, so we do have one more. I know, Smelly Beardy, you were really close. Captain Chris Pike, you are the winner. You know how to find me. We only had 7 finishes. This is for the banditprintden.com. Son of a chance to do that. Well done, Chris Pike. Can someone explain to me how this game works? Yes, Tiberius. I can explain to you that, some people deserve to get an ad. Exclamation point play into the chat. Come on in, people, as you do that. And we can have a look and see what's happening here. Wow.
So MJ, you're right. You did lose 8K, and it all went mostly to Sunny and 75, who took home 20,000.
Enjoy my channel points.
Enjoy my channel
points.
But also Retro Fury lost about 3K as well. So
Demimos
you
UK.
went alone.
Well done. Here we go.
It has a great plan.
Yes. What is the great plan? It's happening in
as soon as the match bell rings.
Yes.
Ding ding ding. Yes.
Ding ding ding.
You will punch Corey straight in the groin.
If you're on Discord, you didn't hear that.
No groin punches.
Yeah, groin punches. Retrieving has made it in. Okay, here we go. Chance for banditprint10.com. Jason V Dead is doing a 72-hour stream to explain marbles. Fantastic, Daystros. I love the sound of that. Jason V Dead's got a chance here, but Jason V Dead's not here to be dead. So Jason V alive, as far as he's concerned. Excellent. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It sounds like, and he will raid into Tibbs the whole time. Here we go. The race has begun. What a battle this is. Amiga J's taking a huge lead, trying to get ahead of everyone. Banditprint10.com. Chance to do that. Simon Says is throwing some bits in. KJ's throwing 100 bits in. General Hulk cheered with 1 bit, which is very interesting because there's no dancing involved, because the only person dancing is someone at the front who's battling their way through. Look at this battle between all the marbles. Look at this hell. The explosions that went off and killed so many people. MJ Hats died. Mickey the Moose died. I died. Augustus died. Captain Chris Pike died. J Babes died. Jeff Games died. Tiberius died. Oh my god, so many people. Lostin died. Lostin can't get a cute little puppy anymore. Then he's like, well, it's not a real animate one. Simon Says is taking
He can't get a cute little puppy. He's got a freaking credit card.
Oh, wow. And Simon Says you just died a death beyond death. And the real Sojim. Like last time you went slow, real Sojim. You've got to try and play your tactics a bit better. You worked your way through past the hole of doom, Mustachio roundabout, to open up to this. Oh, there's a bomb there. There's a bomb. Avoid the bomb. You avoid the bomb. KJ just went to take the lead and just died a death. I've never seen
Jeff, you can't complain about not winning and taking KJ's spot when you've been winning all of Viper's races.
Join. Why type join?
He's died. I don't want to.
What's Lostin done?
No.
He's done a giveaway.
Has he?
Of an STFC briefing son of a collection T-shirt.
Oh my God! Join! Only
Type
the word join into the
no
chat.
Exclamation.
No exclamation point. Join in the chat to win. Son of a thank you, Lostin. The winner announced is John Drell. You've won an STFC briefing. Jesus Christ, that was really quick and happened everywhere. Well done. Thank you, Lostin, for your donation.
I literally only just joined that when it came up.
It's just and NetNiv's now crying inside. Oh, thank you, Lostin. Son of a T-shirt is available. First time chatter, Goken QS join. It's too late. You missed it now. But we're watching the Real Sojim to try and win this. Real Sojim to win a banditprintden.com $20 giveaway to give yourself a Real Sojim. This is yours. It's easy. You've taken the lead. You know what you're doing. You've just got to make your way through, which is amazing. John Drell, you won. Oh my God, Sojim, you just missed it. You missed it. Ultravenica? Is Ultravenica going to do it? Ultravenica missed. Lancer missed. Susie, you got to get a chance to win. No, you missed. Susie missed. NetNiv missed. Caledonian missed. STFC Data Jess missed. Ruby missed. Lum's ass missed. Tacos! Taco Chemtech wins. Taco Chemtech is the winner. I know, Real Sojim. What a real ridiculous thing to happen there. That's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe you didn't win that. Taco Chemtech. KJ, do you want to DM him?
Hold on. Let me see if I can find him.
Yeah.
Okay.
New giveaway. Press join.
Second,
press join. Press join. Press type join. Type join. Another giveaway. Son of a STFC briefing. Join in the chat. Go. Stop everything. Press join. Yeah. Type join. Join.
Austin, you're a legend.
Tacos Kim Tech isn't. That who that better not be Mick Taco.
No, it's not McTaco. It's Taco McTac. No,
Yeah,
exclamation point join,
they're
just
not
the word
just
join. Just the word join. No exclamation point. Join. And we're gonna have a winner. Hopefully it lasts for a longer time. Join. Red Rum made it in the last time. And for the giveaway of a son of a T-shirt. Son of a lost it. Join. Stop pressing join too many times. Just the word join. Just the word join. No exclamation point. Just the word join to win. And we will have a winner soon. Oh, wow. Lostin, you're a hero. McShiz made it in. People made it. How long does this join? And the winner is Captain
Palmer.
Captain Palmer Fox, you have won. Captain Palmer Fox, you have won.
Fox?
Captain Palmer Fox, well done. Click on the redeem to redeem your beautiful son of a T-shirt. You can choose the color you want, choose the size you want. Lostin, you are a hero. Thank you so much for doing those giveaways. It means the world. You've done that as we finish this off. So Taco...
I'm trying to see who won the earlier one. Was it John something or other?
John Drell.
It was John Drell.
Yeah, John Drell won.
So both of you, make sure you go to the link and redeem your T-shirts.
Yeah, well done, people. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world. What I do want to do, though, is I do want to raid to one of my friends. I am going to check STFC first, but I do want to raid to one of my friends who've been very kind, who would love to help out, and then we will go to an STFC person. So we'll see how that goes. So we will play the last tune. I'll say thank you very much. Do people want to see the Tiberius ad, or do you want to see the final video? As I say, thank you very much. And until next time, I would like to say goodbye. The final video, here it goes. The Tibbs one, none, Lum says. Thank you so much, Lostin. You're such a hero. Anyone else? The Tibbs one it is. Tibbs? It's just a dance.
Go with Tibbs. He's here.
Okay,
He's here.
We'll go with Tibbs. Tibbs, let's go and dance, buddy, dance.
You know, back when I was in the academy, we would follow every toast with a song. It's better to have love
though, between me and you, I make this look good.